Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume and the makeup on his shirt. You don't believe his stories. You know that they're all lies. Bad as you are, you stick around, and I just don't know why. If I was your man, baby, you never worry about what I do. I'll be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. You're the type of woman deserves good things. Fist full of diamonds, hands full of rings. Baby, you're a star. I just wanna show you are. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Baby, good love and protection. Make me your selection. Show you the way love's supposed to be. Baby, you should let me love you, love you.
Hype it up.
That's a rap. That's a rap. Don't even need the lyrics,
That's
man.
a rap. That's a rap. Not bad. Not bad. Good job.
That was a great job.
Not bad.
Great selection. I totally agree with you.
We should change profession, I think.
No hard rap. That was the ideal song.
I think that was ideal, right?
That was perfect, guys. You guys did it. You killed it.
Yeah, I think we did pretty good. We did pretty good. I can't complain. That was good. That was good. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that.
We got
We did all right.
Well, welcome back, Antonio.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you having us
And
back.
you brought your 2 workers here with you.
Two animals.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 41.
So you guys combined are not even his age.
Yeah.
They're close.
pretty much. Yeah, we're close.
Close.
We're like 1
but
year off.
He's still older than both
You're
you guys
41?
combined.
41?
41.
Okay, and 20.
Yeah,
We're
You guys are almost there.
almost there.
You're not 20 yet, and neither are you.
Mentally, we're grown. Mentally.
No, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. But why were you guys? Because I know Antonio told me that you guys were hungry to get on the show, man. Most guys your age are nervous about getting on the show.
You know what it is?
What?
Life is like, you just go one step at a time. It's all about experiences and stuff like that, right? And then for me, it's like I never thought that I would be working construction. I never thought that I would be. I met Anthony, met Alex, met you, and it's just like, I don't know. Ever since I've been young, it's always been told, "Oh, construction's not the way to go."
By whom? Family?
By everybody, yeah.
Yeah?
Everybody.
Your friends?
Told me,
I feel like there definitely is like an image that's like, oh, you have to be like stupid to like do construction.
Are you guys
like,
stupid?
I'm not stupid.
I'm not stupid at
I was originally gonna go to school for kinesiology. That's what I was gonna do, and now I'm here.
I was gonna say that would have been stupid.
That would have been stupid. That's what I mean.
I don't want to say that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like for me, I know that like even when I was in school, I never really felt like that's where I was like supposed to be. If you know what I mean.
Did
like,
you guys go to school together?
Yeah, we did.
just 1 year though?
That's how we met each other.
Last or first or middle?
Last. My last year of high school
The
was
shaping
the year I
year.
met him. Yeah. The year where it's like, okay, life is now. No more school.
I think
kids.
I think it's good that people will be able to see. I think sometimes people have the misconception when they see these 2 young guys on site, especially if I leave them to dig or do something on their own. I think because of their age, they already think, oh, are these guys doing the right job? So I think a show like this will be able to show everybody else that, first off, just because they're young doesn't mean that they don't know what they're doing, because they work very hard. And they've learned a lot in 2 years. So
here's the
it's
one
good.
thing that I'll say when I passed by a couple of weeks back and I first met you guys, right? The one amazing thing that you guys did, probably whether you did it consciously or unconsciously, whatever, is you didn't jump out of the hole to just chill out and shoot the shit with me.
They didn't.
You said hello.
Yeah.
You were grateful just to say hello and greetings and everything like that. 100%. And you continued doing work.
I was proud of that. I caught that. That's one of
I noticed it.
That's one of the
Like
first things I caught.
20 minutes before you got there, he looked at me and said I wasn't gonna hit the footing. So once you say that to me, like now I couldn't. I wasn't gonna stop. I wasn't gonna stop at that point.
The challenge was set, man.
It gets
All right,
serious.
so we got a good show to talk about because it's
Definitely.
good to get you young guys on the show, right? Because we get a lot of our age, and then I'm trying to get a lot of the older guys as well too before they all keel over.
Get some more pretty faces on the show, right?
There's plenty of pretty faces on this show, man. I remember the early. Well, I won't even get into that. But okay, so AquaStop. And so what is it? www.AquaStopWaterproofing.ca and the email.
Antonio at AquaStopWaterproofing.ca or AquaStopWaterproof@gmail.com.
Okay.
IG is aqua.stop, same as TikTok. And then we've got the AquaStop Waterproofing and Construction Facebook page.
Yeah, and business is good right now.
Booming.
How long you guys been working with him?
Well, I started when I was still in grade 11, grade 10, so like 16. But I was just working in the summers because he said I had to graduate high school before I could go full time, right? Which makes sense. And then since then, I graduated high school and then now full time. So about like 4 years in total.
That's a long haul for a hard trade.
And this is his second.
Yeah, this is my second year. Right out of high school, I was supposed to do asphalt with these other like random people. And then one day, like I just randomly called. Yeah. I called Alex.
How did you find him, or how'd you find him?
Well, he's actually my
cousin. Okay, so there's family connection.
Yeah. And then one day I call Alex. I'm just telling him, I'm like, oh, like I'm about to go like start doing construction at this one place just for like a little gap year before I go to uni. And then Anthony's sitting right beside him. He goes, "You want to work?" I was like, "Work? What type of work?" He's like, "Waterproofing, what Alex does." And I'm like, I mean, shit.
You don't know anything about waterproofing.
How much you paying me? That was the first question I had. And then I was like, okay, let's do it. And ever since then, it just came to me and I came to
How was the first day?
My first day? Well, actually, my first day, I actually threw up in the morning before he picked me up. I puked. Or like, I don't know why, but I did puke. And then we went to work.
Well, there's a little guy named Arnold Schwarzenegger who used to work out all the time. He used to throw up all the time, and that was a good sign he was throwing up because he was shocking his body. So basically, your body was just like, "Hello, something going on that I'm not used to."
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, it was weird because even with me, like before I started with him, like me and my dad were actually like about to move out of our house, and we had to do some repairs on some of the things because we were renting. And so he came and like helped us do some of the repairs, and then he just told me like, "Yo, if you want to come work." And like that was like school had just closed, like it was summer was starting, and I was like, you know what, why not, right? Like I never did anything close to this or anything, and I just jumped right into it, and no regrets ever since. Like where I've come from to like now, like I'm proud, like, you know, it's good.
What's your hiring process? So you get a new guy coming in.
It's usually the first day is
that's the test.
Speaks volumes. Speaks volumes to me.
Because I know we've joked.
Oh yeah,
you've had guys.
I literally
first break, leave.
Oh yeah, and never come back.
I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm gonna get a bite or whatever,
and never come back. Not even for their money. I owe them 3 hours of work still. Don't even come back. So, but I think if they can keep up with the first day, I don't expect them to keep up with them in regards to digging.
No, of course not.
But if they can last the whole day,
keep up with me,
and they show up on time the next day, I think that's a good sign. But by the end of the first week, I'll know for sure if you're capable of staying or if you're not.
I mean, it's a hard job.
Very
it's
hard.
Also a well-paying job too, right?
Very, yeah.
And then the rest of the friends that you guys have from high school, what are they doing? Did they all get into construction or not? They're getting into the regular, any other careers?
There's a good amount that did start to go into like the construction like standpoints, but not to like the extent that we are.
What kind of construction?
They're like fence posts, like setting up fence posts, like, just like the minor stuff like that. I know a couple that went into like to become electricians. I know a couple that are doing HVAC and stuff, but mostly it's just uni. Yeah, it's just like they go to uni, get their business degree. They're like
waste their time,
waste their parents' money.
Literally, they go to school for however amount of years, 4 years. They spend all that money, and then they come out and get a job you could get without a degree.
Yeah.
How it goes.
Then they argue about the social aspect of it, right? The
that
people
part,
that you meet.
Yeah, that part I would say, like in that standpoint, it is cool being able to, you know, live on campus.
Yeah, for sure.
Go to your classes, meet new people, and all.
But I don't feel like I didn't go to school, and I don't feel like I've missed out on any opportunity
I don't feel
to
like
meet
I missed
people.
nothing.
And I meet people now every day that are like, you know, they have their own businesses and they run stuff and they have a successful life. They take care of their families. And I would rather meet those people than the people that are going out and drinking and having fun. Like, no, that's just me.
Yeah.
Well, I want to be financially comfortable. I don't want to be socially comfortable. You know what I mean?
So doing this job and being paid the compensation that you're being paid, does it give you hope that you can survive in this country?
100%.
Yeah.
In this country, this country is it's a different thing now. It's not getting better.
So you guys are aware of this shit.
Yeah, like we
somewhat
we've seen it go from like, you know, like we're old enough to realize when it was like okay, and then it started to just go to shit after that. But it's like,
at what age were you old enough to realize it was
like when we were in like what grade grade 8, grade 6, grade 7. I think it was.
You can't give me grades. You got to give me age.
Well, like,
Like
I don't really know
What age?
but, like,
13?
13, 12.
You guys started realizing this was going to shit?
Nah, I think
did.
I don't know. I
can't
remember
speak for
like
Alex.
I don't know. I just know like ever since like the whole pandemic and all that, I know that ever since then everything's been shaky. I don't know exactly how it was when I was like 12, 11. Obviously,
You don't-
I wasn't
nobody pays
paying
attention
bills
to
and
it at that
everything,
age.
right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was more focused on, look at that caterpillar. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about like who's paying rent, all that.
I
But
haven't seen a caterpillar in forever.
A long time.
You guys see them all the time, must be, because you got to move
Oh,
out.
we see
yeah,
we
yeah,
use too much.
actually, the other day, I was in the hole and a praying mantis decided to start crawling up my shoulder, and I had a heart attack.
Why? They can't do anything to you.
I told
big.
them they're harmless.
It was big. It was really big.
They're harmless.
But they can't do. Okay, you've been watching the close-up shots of Discovery Channel.
Yeah, of them
and
eat.
seeing a praying mantis eat like other bugs and shit. They can't do that to you. Eh?
You know what? Just the idea of looking down and seeing a monster crawling up me, it
It's a
sends a
baby.
shock.
It's a baby,
It
man.
sends a
A
shock
baby.
to your brain.
So were you frozen or did you swat it?
No, I ran. I screamed and ran.
But it's clinged onto you.
On video.
oh no, he swiped it.
Oh, okay. And then
He
you ran.
swiped it. And then he ran out of the
I
hole.
ran and screamed.
Wally was supposed to be taking a video
Oh, yeah.
for me of what was going on, the work that was
Oh,
going
so
on.
you were recording the video.
Yeah,
this
and you can
happened.
hear the scream in the video.
So
It's
what,
nice.
did you post it? Screen?
No, I didn't. I should though. I should.
You should.
So first day, you guys are digging, and you got to dig 7 feet down.
Yeah,
I think
approximately.
first job
mine
you
was
was
6
6.
feet.
I think you was about 6'2" first day.
It's not until you hit the footing, right?
That's right. Not until you touch that gravel, man. That's it.
They gave me a fucked up corner the first.
We gave him
are
a-
we allowed to swear?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We gave him a brutal corner
They
first
gave me a
day.
fucked
Why
up corner
was-
my
what
first.
was-
Roots,
Full of
fucking bricks, everything.
How close was the tree?
Right next to right in his face. Right in the corner and everything.
Right,
They weren't tiny roots. They
No,
were thick roots.
they were thick.
No, they were brutal. They were brutal. We gave him. I gave him a really brutal corner his first day. I mean, I knew it was going to be brutal because the tree was right there, but I didn't know it was going to be as brutal as it was. Otherwise, I probably would have taken it.
I would have
It wasn't
smashed
that bad. Like it was like
It was bad.
It was bad. My first day, digging and shit.
It was bad. It was
trying
bad.
to figure out how to fucking put my foot down and all that. But
It's a
it was
pain in the ass, that's all it is. It's just in a way,
It just
right?
adds a little fucking like step in between.
They
what
learned
was-
quickly.
What was the first lesson that you guys learned?
It's a good question.
First lesson.
I'll say the first lesson I learned is definitely like just try and keep it cool. Like if you let things piss you off on the work site, it's just gonna get harder and be more difficult, and you're gonna have a bad day.
Yeah.
But if you can stay calm, cool, collected, let the work just do what it's got to do. Like nothing's
Yeah.
gonna be easy. Like I'm digging, I hit a rock. Am I gonna scream and pout? No, I'm gonna just try and get around the rock, get
Don't
it
you hate
out.
when you dig in, you're like a rock stops you, and by the
Breaks your
time
knee.
you take the rock out, it's like maybe this.
It's, yeah, it's
Yeah.
tiny.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
and
always the smallest one.
Why
that
was
annoys.
this fighting me so much?
It makes
the
me
worst.
sick
Makes
sometimes.
it horrible.
But then obviously you guys probably come across some huge rocks.
Oh,
yeah.
there was one
Boulders.
time we
Yeah.
It depends. So I guess newer subdivisions, you guys are probably finding all kinds of
everything.
bricks,
Bricks,
pop
cinder
cans, beer cans,
blocks, everything. Half of a bike,
half of a bike.
an actual
Where's
bike.
the other half? On the other side of the house?
Who knows? Might be. Who
Half
knows?
of a bike?
Half a bike, the back end of a bike, full seat, back tire, half the frame. It's like they zipped it right in half and threw right 3 feet down.
Hockey cart still in the spoke?
No,
No?
I would have kept it.
You
I would
guys don't
have
know
kept
what that
it.
is.
Fine, like-
the flickering. You guys don't know water bottles. You know when we put the water bottle in?
water
Yeah.
bottles.
Water bottles.
You don't
in
know about the
spoke?
water bottle.
I don't know that one.
That's
the water
way better
bottle
than
like
the
in the
car.
tire, and like when it
You have a Hemi. The bike turns to a
Sounds
Hemi.
like a Hemi.
Seriously?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Put the water bottle in the tire.
Yeah,
behind it.
right behind. My oldest son used to do it with his bike too.
Oh, so it has this rub in it.
Yeah.
so you hear like
Eventually it'll wear out the plastic.
Sooner
no?
or later.
yeah, it's probably not the best idea.
So then it sounds like a Prius eventually, right? I don't know the water. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good little trick.
So
It's a
we-
good
I
little
only know
trick.
the
The
hockey
hockey
trick.
card I know.
Yeah, that's our generation.
That's our
right?
generation.
no.
Yeah,
You know, the hockey card I know.
So why do you guys love digging and waterproofing? It's not. It's
Love
like-
is a
it's
strong
like
word. Love is a very strong word.
Why do you guys appreciate digging and waterproofing, man?
Just like when I think about it, would I rather be sitting in an office click-clacking on a laptop, or would I rather be, it's 7 a.m., the breeze, the sun, I'm
sun.
seeing the world, I'm going places. Like, I think I'd rather do that
But there's other trades. You
That is true.
Trades, right?
And to be fair, I haven't really like tried too many. Like obviously we do like we've done framing, drywall, all that, and I would say I'd rather be outside in the sun than inhaling drywall all day.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
for sure.
So-
100%.
And like taping is horrible. I don't want to do that. So like I've tried a couple other things, and I feel like the thing that has really like been like the most enjoyable for me would probably be the waterproofing aspect of everything.
Which is surprising because it's brutal.
The waterproofing side of things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Well, because it can get messy if it's done incorrectly.
messy and just everything about our job is labor intensive.
100%.
Everything.
So a lot. I think that veers a lot of people away towards another trade, but everything in every other trade is also labor intensive too. It all just depends on what type of labor you want to be a part of.
Isn't it kind of funny? Like you guys are probably just learning this now that every trade will look at other trades and wonder to themselves, I'd never do that. That's
Yeah.
hard work.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure like drywallers love what they do.
For sure.
Plasterers love what they do.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody loves what they do. But the thing is they'll look at other trades and go, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
That's
like on
that's
site, when we're on site with other people, like all the time, like me and Shaan will get the like, oh, I'll never do what you guys are doing. Like, wow, I remember, or I always get the, oh, like I started digging too, and now I do this. Like, people always, they always come up to us and say like, "Pff, that's hard work. Like you guys are really going.
They give us our props for it.
Sure.
They do give us our props.
So like and when I see someone doing HVAC and just cutting a couple wires and making more than me, it makes me shed a tear
Yeah,
sometimes.
but there's a lot more that goes into HVAC than just cutting a couple wires. You know what I mean?
You need some training, some
There's a
schooling.
lot
You
that goes
gotta,
into it.
there's a lot of work involved,
For
right?
sure, a lot.
And you got to know your stuff too. And also you're dealing with like gas and electrical, plumbing.
Yeah.
Like HVAC is a good trade, but
sure.
you got to learn.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm not saying that you don't have
I'm
to
not
learn
trying.
in
I wasn't like I'm not
waterproofing.
trying to knock any
No.
like other thing else, but like I feel like sometimes
I've seen bad waterproofing. Like I've seen
seen
stupid
100%.
bad waterproofing.
We see it all the time.
I'm sure you guys see it all the time, right? So
Horrible.
they
bad
still
stuff.
charge the same price. That's
Yes.
the bad part of
Yeah.
it, right? So
Always. And I always make that joke when I see the worst waterproofing. I always say, I guarantee you though, they got paid at the end of the job, no problems.
because the
100%.
client didn't know any
They
better.
don't
right.
know.
Exactly.
They don't know.
Exactly.
So they'll pay for it and then oh, my house is fine.
Yeah.
But then it fails in a few years.
And then they call me.
us.
They call us.
And they got to do it all over again.
Everything. And then it ends up costing them that much more because now I need to diligently remove everything that was there to expose the initial problem and then repair it the way I need to warranty it.
I know that you and we talked about how the recent floods that we had here in the Toronto area. I was like, good.
Yeah. I was
Because
happy about it.
all the bad work that was done.
You got
Yeah.
exposed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
so
think it-
I hope it educated homeowners to the point where it's like, you know what? You get what you pay for.
100%.
Simple as that.
100%. I think it's, there's a couple clients that, they said to me, I should have just gone with you or the person who came and quoted it prior who wasn't as cheap as this guy because now they're $15,000 more in the hole than they would have been initially from the start. And that's, it's, I think that flood really opened up people's eyes.
I don't think people realize how dangerous like having water penetrate your basement is,
It's
especially
incredible.
when it's already finished and you got furnishings and all this other stuff, and then you got to do the insurance phone call.
Yep.
And if you don't fix that properly, there's
yeah.
still a threat later on, right?
Of course.
100%.
Just the health risks alone
Yeah.
associated with it are just astronomical.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
It's,
And even if it's not like a large amount of water coming in or whatever, but who wants to see water in the corner of their basement when they're watching a movie with their family?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Man, we get a lot of clients too that like want to finish their basements and like put up like spend a lot of money on their house, and it's like, well, I'm not going to do that without making sure that no water's going to come in and damage everything.
But
right?
it's funny how clients won't spend the money at first to do this.
That's
No.
why I don't
They'll
understand.
do the basement first.
Yeah.
and
Yes.
then they have to cut out all the
And they're playing
drywall
roulette.
and- yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you get a storm like we did,
Brutal.
which happens,
yeah.
you're going to get water in the basement. Then all that money you spent is all wasted.
Wasted.
Maybe they look at it as a game where it's the insurance will take care of this shit now.
But
But,
it's only a
gonna get
fraction.
fixed crap.
Yeah, like crap. And it's only a fraction of what you invested. Like if you invested $80,000 to redo your whole basement and then insurance comes in, cuts out 2 foot of the drywall on 20 foot stretch and offers you an $8,000 check, then you got to pay me to come in and pay me 10 grand to waterproof it too. It just doesn't make any sense.
And then here's the big thing now, because obviously insurance is an interesting after COVID years, right?
Oh, yeah.
it's almost like you got to reread all the fine print now because they've changed the rules of the game.
Everything.
Where certain things are not even covered and you don't even realize it. You think you're paying, but it's not even covered.
Yeah.
And then when this does happen, surprise, you're not covered for this.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard of one client that has ever brought me in after insurance has gone in and assessed. Not one client has told me that the foundation is covered. They'll cover the drywall, the framing, the insulation, the flooring, but a lot of insurance companies, unless you read that fine print and you pay a premium for it, they don't cover anything foundation below grade.
Nothing. To waterproof it itself.
No, nothing.
Because if it wasn't done already.
That's right.
But then is there a problem where the insurance might even turn around going, since you didn't waterproof this, that you can only be covered for X amount in the basement?
It very well may be part of it. They've never specifically told me that, but I've always heard like, oh, I called insurance and insurance is going to give me this to put the house back together, but they're not covering anything on the waterproofing, the foundation repairs at all.
So 2 things for you guys. You realize that you've got a perishable career, right? Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. You guys are young, dumb, and full of cum right now, right? The body will deteriorate over time.
Definitely.
Simple as that. That's just how, and it will get worse if you don't take care of your body.
100%.
So there's a good way, and you guys were doing it well when I saw you guys, right? Mm-hmm. You guys are conscious of your physical movements in a tight area, that you're not going to start creating chronic pain later on. You know what we're talking about, right?
100%.
So you guys have to be aware of that, right? And then I guess the second thing is that I want to talk about is the business of construction. Are you guys learning? Are you guys absorbing what whether he's showing you or not showing you? Are you guys paying attention to it? Being a praying mantis on the side and fucking paying attention to what he's doing.
That's the thing about Anthony that I respect a lot about him. He makes sure that like his plan of what he has going on is business, obviously building his business, but it's also to teach us to what we got to do to open our own business and not, you know what I mean? Like we could get to the point where we're at where he is, have workers for us, and we're doing what he's doing. We're crunching the numbers, going to quote our jobs. You know,
I'm trying to, you know.
But you know that's not the norm, right?
I know it's not the norm.
Worried that they'll get this information and they'll get ego, and then they'll go, I'm gone, I'm fucking off, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. You know, for me, like he's my blood cousin, so like for me, but even him now, like he's like family now
get
too.
Together is a little awkward.
It will, but if they come up to me in 5-6 years and I think that they're ready and they say, hey, you know what, I want to go and start my own thing, I'll be the first one to start throwing them jobs that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Cut me a percentage. I don't want to touch this one. You guys go do it.
But you guys are earning that.
They're working towards
that's
that.
not just here you go, year 1, year 2, whatever.
No,
here you go, you guys. Here's your stripes.
And that's why, 100%. Like, I feel like I'm working hard now, and like I'm young now, so that I can put my body through this. Because like if this is the path that I'm gonna choose to do, I might as well work as hard as I can while I can, and then hopefully by the time you're 37, 35, I could be on the beach saying, you know, get me a margarita or something.
It's like a lifetime away for you guys.
Lifetime.
If you're not planning for that now, when are you going to plan for it?
That's
right?
what I'm trying to
rather put the years in now, get my life situated for my future, and then I could just sit back and relax for the rest of my life.
Because I don't want those chronic. I don't want to wake up and my knee is shot, my back's done. I'm already there. It's getting scary.
He's not there already. He's not there, man. He's not there.
We're getting there.
That's what it would be from. It wouldn't be from working.
It's from the shovel and the jackhammer and everything that we got to do.
You're still fresh.
I'll give you guys one little secret that if you start now, it will help you for the rest of your fucking days talking about physical.
What is it?
Stretch.
Yeah. I tell this guy every fucking morning. I say I gotta start.
And I ain't fucking talking about touch my toes shit.
Nah,
I'm talking proper stretch. Every day, proper stretch.
I seen a video of these union
guys. You
guys.
have to stretch, man.
Don't stretch.
Yeah, you seen the video where they do it,
they're
right?
all standing around doing.
You know how valuable that shit is. I get on sites and I see tile guys and I see all kinds of people and they think, I don't need to stretch. I'm good. I stretch all the time when I lift up my arm.
Yeah. That's not stretching.
That's not stretching.
It's not stretching.
You need to stretch. That's what keeps you limber, right? It's like
should we start doing AquaStop aerobics and stretching?
Hey, man, you guys want to stretch before we start? I'm good with it.
Yoga mats and shit.
Oh, yoga mats. You got the grass.
Dirt. Just do it on the dirt.
That's it. Right on the dirt. Right on the pile, man. Right on the pile. But yeah, these guys still go hit the gym after a long day at work.
100%.
Yep.
I'll FaceTime them to go over the next day, and they're both at the gym.
I could never do the after. I could always do the before.
I do before.
I can't
but
do the before.
after.
The
is-
before is too much.
The
I'm not
before is
waking up
too
at
much.
4 a.m. to
What
go
time
work
are you
out.
guys waking? Well, what time are you guys getting in?
to
to the
work?
gym?
No, from
Home.
life.
Well, what time you guys
You
getting
go
on?
out.
like,
Obviously
tell
you
them.
go out.
Tell them what time you guys are getting in. Go. Tell
What
them.
time-
Okay, well, it depends on the day. It depends on what I'm
Is it
To be
doing.
sunrise?
honest, right now, I'm off an hour of sleep. If I'm being completely honest with you.
So you guys are running on 22, 23 hours?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes
That's
I
gonna catch up, man.
That's why I always have videos of them sleeping afterward.
yeah.
Oh, I
That's
know. You're fucking
and
funny.
the
Oh.
nap times in
Oh.
the truck,
The last one was bad.
amazing.
The last one I
Last one
violated
was
you on.
bad. Yeah.
They're
you
funny.
Guys, you guys are out, right?
Oh, we're out.
Passed
Dog.
out, gone.
Snoring, twitching, snoring.
Sometimes he puts the camera right on my nose, hits me. I'm done. I don't even bother me. I'm out.
But they're still young. I think all of us did that. We
Any
would.
Sharpies in the truck?
I do, but
But if I
don't
woke
wanna
up with a
violate-
mustache or something, then we'd have serious problems.
That looks like a dick.
That's the next. That's the next one. That's the next one. Watch.
Then
Guaranteed.
It'll be
So
serious
why are you
problems.
guys pushing the candle so hard then, man? You know that you got to go to work. It's physical, but you know you got to live life and have some fun and go out.
So you're trying to balance it.
Yeah,
Try to balance it.
we don't go to the point where it's overdoing it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
definitely.
Like we find a steady middle ground and we stay right there. We
So what's the
sometimes
week like?
fluctuate.
Tell me about the week. Okay, Monday, what happened?
Okay, so let's start Sunday. Sunday
Sunday?
is usually like I'm not doing anything
Yeah,
Sunday.
Sunday
Leave me
I'm
So
alone.
what time you
house.
waking up Sunday morning?
Sunday morning? Depends on what Saturday looked
Yeah,
like.
Saturday.
So what's the average Saturday making you wake up at what time Sunday?
Well, like,
You went out Saturday night.
Okay, I
until
went
when?
out
Okay,
Saturday
we went
night.
out Saturday night. It's
Till-
like with
till-
us
till
going.
when?
was it a successful night?
Was it an after party?
Was it a successful night?
What's going on here?
Successful
We got-
night?
You
I
guys are
might.
speaking phrases that I haven't heard in
So
forever, man.
if I had a good Saturday night and I'm happy with the conclusion, I might have gone to bed at like 6, 7 a.m.
And then you're waking up at what time?
Like probably 2, 3.
And then what do? Have breakfast?
Yeah. Well,
What's for breakfast?
lunch?
Breakfast.
My dad on Sundays usually barbecue, so I get a nice,
That's
a
kinda
nice
nice,
like
eh? Waking up Sunday
regeneration. You know.
Oh, that's kind of good.
Yeah.
actually, yeah. Yours is the same?
I don't know. I don't know. Like after a night out, I think maybe just a bagel. Just a bagel, maybe, maybe a burger from A&W. I don't
You guys
know.
live far apart from each other?
we
like
used
15
to,
minutes
yeah, like
away.
15 minutes.
Then 15 minutes to get the barbecue, man.
I lie. Where was
He's
my
not
invite?
invited.
Oh, you're not
I see him too often already.
See, it's like
Spend
that.
too much time
All right,
together.
so that's
Like that.
Sunday, right? So then what happens the rest of do you
Well-
go out Sunday night?
Nah, Sunday
No.
night is probably just gym, and then
Yeah.
just go home and chill.
Just chill.
Talk to this
What
guy.
are you guys doing at the gym?
Like
Anything.
everything. Back day, bicep day,
Depends on
chest
the
day,
day.
tricep day, everything. Cardio.
How are you guys splitting up the muscle groups?
So I'll do chest tries together. So
Okay.
push day, and then I'll
Okay.
do pull day, which is back bicep.
Yep.
And then I'll do shoulders and abs. And
Okay.
then cardio day, I usually just play basketball. And
One
then
day
just-
for cardio?
Yeah, well, I mean, I also work every day.
True.
Which
No,
is
yeah, it's true.
Which you could
True.
qualify as like a
No, that's a good
cardio
point.
kind of thing.
It's 5 days a week of cardio.
Basically, yeah.
And like I'm not really going to the gym for like I need to lose weight. It's more of like I just want to build that muscle. So it's more of definitely more of like a weight training when I go to the gym than cardio.
So that's
or
Sunday,
anything.
right? And you're
Yeah.
doing the same?
Yeah, pretty much.
So now Monday, what
Monday.
time you go to bed Sunday then? How do you
Sunday-
get your sleep pattern back to if you're going bed Sunday morning at 6?
You know what it is? When you wake up, you're already so tired.
Yeah.
So it's like the whole day you're kind of groggy a little bit.
Yeah.
So
You're
it's
napping.
like by the time you
time
get
it's
to the time
nighttime.
it's time to sleep, you're ready to
You're
go
out.
out. You're ready.
Or and there's definitely Sundays that I've spent up and I wake up Monday morning and I'm on time for work, but I crack the energy
They
drink.
look like
So what
fucking
time Monday
zombies.
morning start?
It's 6, 7 a.m.
6:30
yeah.
Monday. I'm up at 4 every day, regardless,
This
even on
guy's-
Sunday.
This guy is just something else.
Yeah, he's
But,
I'm never up at
No.
no, you're up at 4 if you've gone out.
yeah.
They're still awake at 4.
I'm not waiting. He tells me all the time, you should be up at 5 a.m. Look,
Should
like,
be.
this is what you're doing. And I look at him like he's
was
crazy.
up.
He's crazy. He's
I
crazy.
just never went to bed.
I scrape the barrel for as much minutes of sleep as I can.
These
If,
guys
if
love
I
this.
need
So you
to,
guys will just take power naps all the time.
Yeah, like
whenever
if-
you can.
Oh,
If
Sean's
I-
power nap king.
Yeah, in the truck, I'm
Power
out.
nap king.
In the truck, I'm out.
Even
But
at home. Even at home.
At home, I started to get better because now I get to the point where it's like, okay, I'm not gonna sit on my ass. I'm gonna go do something.
What's the body feel like if you sit on your ass?
I'm bored, bro. Like,
I get bored.
You
I
gotta
can't
move.
sit. I gotta
twitching and
get
shit. Like I don't like it. I don't like just sitting on my ass just doing nothing. It just doesn't.
But yeah, like
Monday
Monday morning, if like let's just say he says meet at the shop for like 7:30, and the shop is like 20 minutes from my house, I am waking up at 7:05. Like 100%. And I'm getting up, I'm putting water on my face, brush, walk out. That's it. And
You got to be there for 7:30. You're waking up at 7:05, and you get there for what time? 7:25.
I'll get there at like 7:25, 7:27.
Scraping the
Cutting
barrel.
close, eh?
Scraping
What
the
if
barrel.
there's like an accident or something like that?
I will fly.
He ends up getting bitched at because he's 10 minutes late.
No, never leave. Never leave.
It was a squirrel. It fucking flipped me a bird.
Yeah,
It slowed me down.
exactly.
So you guys get to the shop and then saddle up, get to the job site,
Yep.
Yep.
Go.
and start digging.
That's it.
We normally ask for like a $5 before we start, just to like.
Fiver?
Go, explain it.
You
don't know
Five
about
minutes.
five.
5 minutes.
What's 5 minutes going to do at that time in Monday morning?
Just gets you
You'd be
prepared.
surprised.
5
You'd
minutes?
That
be
5
like
minutes?
when you sit in the truck for that and just go
And you watch that.
We've been
40
talking like 30
It's-
minutes so far. Fiver? You guys are asking for 5 minutes?
No, those fivers at
What do you guys do?
7:30.
Pass out?
No.
Just sit on your phone.
Just sit there and just
talk about
Oh, you guys are just
stuff.
fucking doom scrolling for 5 minutes.
Not even doom scrolling. It's just like getting your body
Yeah.
prepared. For
I think
what's
they're getting
gonna
mentally
happen.
prepared.
Make some jokes.
That's how they get mentally
It only
prepared.
takes 5 minutes?
Crack
Yeah.
the energy drink. You know,
And then like after,
Energy
when the
drink.
$5 is done, you try to squeeze another $5
Oh,
in.
yeah, we haven't even gotten into
You know,
the energy drinks
the
yet.
fiver.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
my.
See,
We're
one of
bad.
the-
We're
this is
bad.
the-
We're
this is
bad
the-
for it.
this
All
is
right,
the
so
trick.
let's talk about the narcotics.
This is the trick. When you want a break, you look at Anthony and say, "Hey, when's the last time you had a cigarette?"
You hit it with that.
You remind him of his
And
addiction.
there you go.
You guys are funny.
And that's how
You
you
guys
get a
are
break
funny.
right there. Because
how
he'll
you
look
do
at you and go, "You're right."
You're right.
All right, so it's 7:30 right now. You're asking for a fiver,
Yeah.
so it's 7:35 now, and you
Yep.
get on the road and you're onto the job site.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're like minutes away from
Work.
work.
From work.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You get on the job site and
energy
Get to
drink
it.
and get to it.
whatever the task is, whatever
Yeah.
you've already dug, or you start waterproofing, you
We,
clean your
we
concrete.
normally talk about what we're
Yeah,
like, what the
we
plan is
plan
of
it
the
out.
day, the night before, or like the day's coming, and then we just get there.
When we get there, we know what
we
to
know
do.
what's happening.
Yeah.
We have a
just
3-way FaceTime call every
Yeah.
night
Yeah, every
around
night.
9, 10
go
p.m.
attack it, and
So you guys are prepped. The home
Yeah,
is
they
all
know.
done.
Oh, 100%.
every time.
So yeah, we talk about it. Anthony will let us know what he's looking for, and then
Yeah.
we'll get to the site. And then sometimes you can hear like, okay, this is the plan, like, but it's nice to see it, right? So we'll walk through the job site, we'll
Yeah.
see everything, we'll lay it all down, and then it's okay. Unload the truck, grab the tools, and get to it. Hurry up.
It's to the point where like if the homeowner comes out and Anthony's not there, like and they have questions about what we need to do, or what is this, what's that, we can tell
Answer all
them, we
the
let them
questions.
know. Then they feel good with the answers, and we're prepared.
You guys ever get a homeowner that's a single mom and she's like standing by the doorway
waiting.
and she's
I'm waiting
just
for the moment.
"Would you
Hey,
guys like some
anyone-
lemonade?"
These guys are waiting.
Oh, you're waiting for
let me
that
just plug myself
Praying
real
for
quick.
that moment.
Anyone that is
So
watching
that
this,
hasn't happened yet, eh?
anyone that is watching
She's
this,
just sitting there
any
with
single
a cigarette
moms,
and
oh
just
yeah.
Oh, but we did have that one. We're not gonna say where. There was that one.
There was that one.
Hey, she was really, really into watching these guys work.
I don't know
during the
what it
day.
was. I don't
She
know what
sat
it
at that
was.
back patio table and
There's something
smoked
about the
cigarettes
sweat
all
on the
day
arm, something.
in a bikini and a little robe and just watched. You guys want water? You guys want cafe?
Hey, any
These
single
guys.
moms that need any type of service,
Get
you know where to
real.
find me.
Waterproofing.
Water, exactly.
Waterproofing
On
service.
construction,
Totally.
any construction
Not any
service,
type of service.
any
Waterproofing
construction
services.
services,
Waterproofing
any
services.
construction services, you know where to find
guys
me.
are
So the
Awesome.
scenario hasn't happened yet, right? But you guys are waiting for that scenario.
They're praying for it.
You know, I wouldn't say waiting,
Nah.
but if it was handed to me somehow, I would definitely not be upset.
Holy shit.
Let's hope my mother doesn't watch this.
I'm joking.
Wait a minute. How old are your parents?
My dad is 50.
Oh, let me not fuck this up.
70, 1970. What is that? 54.
My mom's
Yeah, he's
my mom's
54.
79.
79?
Yeah.
My mom is 79 too.
Twins.
My guy.
So there's no issue, I guess, if you had a client and she was born in 1979 too?
Okay, well, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
All right, that was Monday morning. So now you guys do the job.
Yeah, so we start the job, right?
And I like that you guys do the homework before, right?
Always,
so you guys
every-
are
every
always
night.
prepared mentally,
Yeah.
and there you go, right?
Every night.
And now you do the job, day wraps up. Well, how long's a day?
10 hours
10 hours
minimum. But sometimes we smash a job out.
Baristas complaining about a 4-hour shift. Right?
No. Sometimes we're 10 hours in, but sometimes we smash a job out like a little. We call them a grave, like a little 6-foot crack repair, and these guys are done by 12 o'clock. Guys are done by 12. Open and close by 12.
Yeah, there's
These
jobs
guys
that
are
we
footing
fit
by
gravel at
before 9 a.m.
Gravel by 9.
Really?
No joke.
Oh,
Hand
yeah.
digging. These guys don't fuck around.
Don't you guys ever like by accident
Juice?
like we were talking about? No, like hard dirt.
Yeah, when we have to pull the chipper out with the spade bit, then we know it's gonna be a long fucking.
But
day.
no
Those are the
dirt
worst
can
days.
beat me. I am literally the.
Listen, there's
the
one dirt
best
that
at
may
this.
beat you one day.
Yes.
All right.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Send
There
it my
is.
way. Send it my way. I'm ready.
They're ready for it.
I want a challenge.
I'm talking about
I
6
want a
feet
challenge.
under one
That's
day.
right.
Okay,
That's
that
right.
dirt will
Later
beat
on.
you. That's what I'm talking
When
about.
you can't
nice.
dig it out. You know
If
what I
you're
mean?
going 6 under, you're going into a compartment, or you're going into the air.
That's right,
Whatever
either
your
or.
choice is, your religious beliefs and all that stuff. Right.
You can't get
I'm
away
saying
from it.
one day there's an end to this wonderful story. Everybody,
course.
you can't
Feed me to
outrun
the
that
fish.
shit. Huh?
Feed me to the fish.
There you go.
That's
Hey, man.
that's how it's got to go.
Okay, so now you guys are digging, and that's repeated Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yep.
You guys are going out and partying any of those days?
I don't like to.
Yeah,
I
during
don't
the
like to
week-
do it during the week.
during the week, it's maybe just like, hey, let's like I might go hang out with somebody or something, and like don't do
Might just
do
go, like-
How
whatever.
come you
but,
guys don't smoke or vape or weed?
because
vape.
that's very bad for
weed.
you.
They vape.
That's very bad for you.
very bad. For
You shouldn't be doing
Don't-
that at all.
Don't do
Never do any of those type
anything
of
bad.
things.
Don't do drugs.
Do it.
Don't do drugs.
Alcohol.
Nothing.
No, these guys aren't.
No alcohol whatsoever? You're
No.
full of shit. All right, you're full of shit.
Full of fucking shit.
No, of
It's
course.
not a
Of
bad
course.
thing to have a
You know
beverage.
what?
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
in moderation is okay.
Everything
I
in
think.
moderation is
Well,
okay.
maybe not
Including
everything.
digging.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, digging is
Breaking
shit.
up concrete.
He never.
Okay, so you guys don't really party during the week then, because you know that it's gonna cause and affect your work day.
During the week, it's more of just like chill,
Yeah.
chill vibes. You know, you'll link up with a 1-2 person. You'll chill with them for the day. You know, maybe come back 2 a.m.
Yeah,
and
like
just chill.
Definitely like. It's
Wait a minute. You're going to work. You're starting at 7:35 after
Yeah.
the fiver, and then you do 10 hours. So then you're wrapping up around
Five,
six-ish.
Yeah.
And now you're linking up with somebody.
No, so then I'll go home and
gotta eat.
I'll wash
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah.
face. I'll make something to eat. I'll go to the gym.
You're
that-
making your own dinner.
Like usually like a bagel or something. Nothing crazy.
That's not dinner, man.
Well,
Tell me about
sometimes there's not always like a meal at my house.
It
for
ain't the
me
barbecue, like
to
waking
make.
up Sunday
No,
morning,
right? My
Sunday afternoon.
Same.
my dad owns his own business too, so he's not always available to make dinner every night.
You guys are on
obviously.
Uber Eats.
Of course. Hell, that's the majority of my money is being spent on food.
I cook a little bit.
No, I don't cook.
You guys
What's
don't
your
cook
favorite dish?
shit.
My favorite dish.
That you cook, that you go, you know what? I'm gonna get laid because I made this.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
You ain't getting laid on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Moderately toasted.
You are not getting laid on
Moderately
peanut butter and jelly
I make
sandwiches.
a good English breakfast.
Get the fuck out
You'll
of
get
here.
laid
This
on that one.
breakfast.
Okay.
English
Alright.
breakfast. What is that?
It's like
eggs.
Yeah,
Bacon?
like eggs.
Oh.
Shit.
If you can't make that, there might be something wrong.
Or pasta. Like a good pasta. Like I could.
Like what kind
you're
of
making
combo? White pasta or what?
Yeah,
Like,
I
you're
make
making
pasta.
pasta.
like what?
He's not making pasta.
What do you mean I'm not making pasta?
He's not making
I
pasta.
made pasta like 2 days ago. Yeah.
Like what? Chef Boyardee? And
No. That's no. Impossible.
It's ravioli.
I can make a really good bowl of cereal.
Unbelievable.
Perfect ratio.
Oh, ramen.
Ramen.
Ramen
noodles?
against you.
Yeah.
You
Some
guys
ramen
have a
noodles
side
against
business
you.
and fix toilets. That's with ramen. all right?
Sooner or later, yeah. With the super glue.
Nah, but I think I just eat when I want to eat.
Honestly, yeah, I'm more of like especially I'll make a protein shake in the morning, so I'll be full until around 11, and then if I'm really hungry at work, we'll go to Timmy's. I'll get like a bag or something, hold myself over. And honestly, usually when I'm home, I just like to snack. I just snack on fruit like watermelon, strawberries, cherries, whatever I have there, and then.
I eat burgers, fucking fries, like everything.
And then obviously like I eat, don't, but like I don't know.
Where's your favorite burger place?
That's a good question.
We've
There's
hit
a lot
some,
now, right?
we've hit some good ones.
Okay,
this
well,
year.
like
Yeah.
there's categories though, right? Like if you think burger place, there's like
do you mean
fast
categories?
food, like
Yeah, are we talking
there's like
fast
cheap
food?
fast food. There's like
No,
that.
no.
There's
Fast
like
food burgers are not burgers.
they're not burgers.
there's like the middle category is like okay, like they're good, but it's still like it's not like yo, I'm not paying $25 for this burger.
A&W is definitely the best fast food
Yes,
burger.
it's not even close.
that's not a
A&W is
question.
the best fast food place.
These guys are A&W
That's not a
fans.
question.
A&W should sponsor AquaStop because
Definitely.
to be honest,
please do it. My bank
Why?
account's
Because A
asking
from
for it.
AquaStop and
exactly,
A from
exactly.
You know, you never
AquaStop
know.
and whatever W
So then
stands
start
for.
doing posts for like this A and W.
On TikTok and shit.
Hey, I'll put you guys on game. Double buddy cheeseburger with some hash browns.
Okay, so that's the fast food, but when it's like a proper burger.
What would you say? Burger
Priest?
Burger
I'd
Priest,
say
probably.
Burger Priest is up there.
It's like they made me sick the first and
Did
only
they?
time. Yeah.
You have the? Have you ever had the option burger?
Option from a burger?
From Burger Priest.
No, I had one of the
Nobody's
burgers.
eating
I don't
that.
remember what it was.
Nobody
Maybe a
is
double
eating
patty.
that.
Nobody's eating the vegan.
Is that the
I was-
vegetarian one?
That's a vegan burger?
Literally
Disgusting.
had the option burger and said, "Oh,
What
that's
is
just
that?
fire as fuck."
Vegan burger?
It
It's
has
a
like a
vegan
portobello
burger.
mushroom inside. It has like
fucking
mozzarella
disgusting.
cheese, all that shit.
One time I
inside.
ordered a burger. I thought it was a real burger. It was Beyond Meat burger.
Oh,
I
yeah.
took one bite. I was going, "What is this shit? Doesn't taste like
Disgusting.
meat." I said, "Sent it back."
Fucking soy and
Yeah, I don't want to eat any of that.
Gross.
You actually like that?
No, not that.
He was
I
vegan
was
for a
vegetarian.
bit.
He was
You were
vegetarian.
vegan?
I
You're
fucked- I
Or
vegan or
vegetarian.
veggie?
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian. I didn't eat eggs. I
the
had
first
dairy.
day this guy
You're
started,
vegan.
he
Yeah.
was this thin.
I
man.
was healthy though.
You were healthy.
Once I started,
but he
eating-
looked sick.
Once I started eating meat, like obviously I started gaining the weight again and shit. But you feel the difference of being vegetarian versus eating meat. It's
But
a
you were a
big
vegetarian
difference.
without any eggs?
Yeah, no
So
eggs,
no butter
no
then?
meat. I had dairy. I
You had
had
dairy.
but just no meat and no eggs.
But you can't.
He started working with the Italians, and now he's eating meat and
you
everything.
can't,
So
man. It's- At that point, it's all meatballs and veal.
Yeah,
Like,
mortadella
We've
sandwiches.
been eating at some. We've been eating at some good places.
Yeah,
Oh, we've had some good food.
We've had some
recently.
good food
I
this
can't
year.
lie.
we have.
We have.
I
We've
think
actually
we're, like,
tried a lot of good things.
Yeah, we should. I think we
That's
should
the
do,
nice
like,
thing
food
about
connoisseurs.
construction, especially when it's small business and you can go all over the city,
Everywhere.
and you find spots like
See, that's what I
We
mean,
found
like-
we found a little that taco truck that we found all the way in Mono.
Mono.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Which
yeah.
taco truck?
It's
Like a
some
food truck?
random-
Yeah,
like
it's
a
like just a
food
food
truck,
truck.
but
Some
fresh
random taco shop just on the
fresh
side of the road.
tacos at a gas station.
Really?
In the
Like,
middle
where
of
was it?
bumfuck no, Mono, Ontario.
Where the fuck is
like
Mon-
Like
It's about an hour north of Caledon. The
right.
best tacos I've had in
I'm going back to the week now.
yeah.
So you guys occasionally go out and party. What are you doing, Antonio, the whole time?
I'm either with my kids or I'm pricing jobs.
He's being a father.
I'll be honest.
He's
Sometimes
the
I don't get home.
responsible one.
Sometimes I don't get home till
Somebody
10.
got to drive the ship, right?
Somebody's
Or
gotta
he's gonna
steer.
run aground.
You know?
100%.
But yeah, I'm usually either if I'm not at home already with my kids, I'm pricing jobs, you know, and then I have full custody of my 13-year-old, but my 3-year-old is joint.
Okay.
So my oldest is there every day. So I make sure everything's good with him. And then but a lot of times sometimes I don't get home till 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 9 p.m.
But even during the week, it's hard to go out for me too, because I also work a part-time job after construction.
Yeah.
So I'll go and
You just want
I
to make more money?
well, you can never have too much money, can you?
Well, there's certain individuals that have too much money because they have too much power now and they have too much say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, if I get to a point where I have too much money and I have too much say, I'll be okay with that. I think.
I don't think you'd really be okay with that. Genuinely. I think you're saying that now because you like the money aspect, but I don't think you have it in you to be.
Okay, so you
that
guys,
way.
why is it that you need this money? What's the money for?
I wouldn't say I need it, but like
You want it.
I don't
why do you want
see like why would I want to not have it, right? Like
What does the money give you guys?
For me, it gives me like future and stability.
Okay.
It's like money is like you earn your money. I earn my money, and then that money I could do so much more with it. Like
What do
I
you
could,
want to do with it?
like property and like just start like
investments, everything.
investments. Like
They have really good heads on their shoulders.
I
these
do
guys.
like I
Investments.
deal with like the crypto. I deal with like the like day trading and stuff like that.
How come
I'm
nobody
trying
talks
to
about
get more.
NFTs anymore, eh?
Oh, those are.
Everybody
Those
got
are
fucking
good.
scammed.
I
I
never
made a-
even really knew what those
They got
were. to be
scammed.
honest.
I made a good one. Like I made like NFTs did me good.
You got
did
wrong.
me
Really?
good.
You benefited from it?
Yeah.
I work as hard as I do so that I can place my parlays that miss every weekend.
Yeah, these guys gamble.
That's
on
how
the
it's,
parlays
that's
every
what
day.
it's all about.
Sports
Like
gambling.
You do sports
parlays?
gambling?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Not to like
Is
the
it
extent
good
where it's like,
investments or is it just pure addiction?
no.
Addiction
See,
is
that's
crazy.
what I was
See, that's
trying
what
to-
I mean. He's
That's
I
what I
don't
was
know
trying
what
to say,
agenda we're
no.
pushing, but like you never like watch a game and like put some money
I
on
don't follow
it.
sports, no.
UFC.
Oh,
I don't bet on sports.
It's
don't
just
bet,
it just
yeah.
adds like an exciting like
Are you guys up or you guys are down or you guys are even?
These
Don't
guys hit
ask
some
me
good
that
parlays
question.
sometimes. I
Don't
have
ask
to
me
admit.
that
I think I'm still up. No, I
Down.
think
Why do you guys
Down.
do it? You guys do it for the adrenaline attached
I
to
do
it?
it to make money.
Yeah, it makes
I don't
money,
wanna-
the
What if you
adrenaline.
lose money?
Then I lose.
Then you gotta
I
place
lose
another one.
$10.
Then you got to place another
You
one?
got to place another one until you get up.
Like
And this is why I'm
I don't
down.
place
Don't
bets
listen
weekly.
to what I'm saying.
Like it's not like a weekly basis. It's like I have to like see something and okay, that's like there's a UFC card.
Hey,
I
when
know the
when
fighters.
Euro was on, it was every day.
Oh,
But
yeah, yeah,
you
every
guys think
day.
it's a
Euro's made a
science
lot
or
of
you guys
money.
think it's a gamble?
you could.
gamble.
It is most definitely a gamble, but
gamble.
you could control
Which
it.
movies have you guys paid attention to that I get this kind of thought process here, man?
Yeah, I watch cartoons actually. Finding Nemo, Ratatouille, Cars. Those are my movies.
I don't remember gambling going on in there.
No, there's no gambling going on.
Ratatouille had to gamble. He could have left the restaurant, but he stayed. That was a gamble.
Oh, here we
Nah.
go. Here we go.
he said that.
Fucking Ratatouille
That was a
philosopher.
gamble. You know,
So occasionally you guys are doing that during the week. Now comes Friday night. What happened?
Friday
Onto
night.
Tinder and start swiping?
no,
Deleted that.
that app sucks.
That
app
shit.
sucks.
It depends if we're working Saturday or not.
What's the latest app for you guys nowadays? Dating app?
We don't really use it. I'm
Just
more
meet
of
me in
an
person.
in-person
They should start a
connection.
construction dating app.
I think they should. I would love it.
I feel like you would find a lot of grimy people on that app.
You'd find
whole
all
lot
those
of
women
grimy
on the
people
job
on
sites
that.
that were like, you want some lemonade?
Yes, yes. I'm telling you.
I see more of like I like to interact with people in person. I don't really
Yeah.
do like the online thing. It's
I don't
fine.
like
It's
the
weird.
Your
online-
generation's
It's not
all about
natural.
online.
It's
You
not-
guys are Uber this, dating that.
It's true, which is why it's weird. But like for me, like to like meet someone and try and talk to them like online, it's just weird to me. Like even trying to text and like start conversations and everything, I don't really like doing that. But if you meet me in person, we could talk about everything. We could have an 8-hour conversation.
Yeah, like
You know,
on
On text
messages
and
and shit, it's just dry. It just
So
feels like,
dry.
yo, who am I really talking to?
Yeah.
Like you don't know. Oh, I could say a word this type of way, but in person I'm saying it like that. But on text it's just red black.
Yeah, they get
you know?
misconstrued, of course.
Like it's just I rather meet them in person. You know, it's just more real and authentic like that.
So at 19 years old, how realistic is the married life?
the relationship.
0%,
0% right now?
0%,
0%. Eh?
0%.
I was talking. This is funny. Yesterday, some guy calls me by accident. He calls me. He was meant to call somebody that was on the show recently.
Okay.
And then I said, I think you're looking for Kyle, right, from 2x2 because he was just on the show. And he goes, well, who's this? And I was going, it's Manny. And I was like, Manny from the construction life? I was going, yeah, it's Manny from. He goes, you don't sound like Manny from the construction life. I'm like, it's Manny. I'm telling you, it's Manny from the construction life. And then he goes, oh, now you sound like Manny. And I was like, okay. So then I start talking to him, and then it turned out it was a guy that reached out, and he wanted to build his own house, and he wanted to get some advice. So we had like a 2-hour call last year.
Wow.
And then he was telling me, he goes, Manny, I'm building the house right now.
That's incredible.
So then he was like, listen, I've been listening to all the shows and I've been following along. I've been taking your advice. And he's like talking stuff about how you're a good predictor of shit that's going to happen, all this crap. And I'm like, thanks, I appreciate that, right?
Of course.
And then he's like, the one thing you don't do, Manny, on the show is you don't divulge that much personal life. And I was like, well, that's my business, right?
Yeah,
I go,
yeah.
I've shared some. He goes, I want to get some advice about you, like what you think about marriage. And that's why I'm going with this, where you guys.
So what do you
like.
think about marriage?
So I said, let's get personal.
Let's get personal.
I'm 52
Let's get personal.
I'm 52 years old. I've never been engaged. I've
Never.
had conversations to be married, but I've never been engaged. I've never been married. My brothers and sisters were married. I have plenty of high school friends that I don't speak to today that have been married, divorced, cheated. They've gone through the whole gamut.
sure. Of course.
I've been the window dressing, just checking this out, going,
Yeah.
look at this shit.
Look at that.
I
Yeah.
know plenty of people that got married for the wrong reasons, had kids, and then got a divorce.
Yep.
I've been in relationships and out of relationships that I knew that wouldn't work out, and then sure enough, they got involved with somebody else, and then they got divorced.
Do you regret never getting married? Do you feel lonely?
And it's funny you
or
asked
anything?
that same question.
Do you
and I'm
regret
like, I don't have that regret. You can't have regrets of things that you didn't
that you
do.
never
for
experienced.
sure.
Yeah,
True.
exactly.
It's very
Do
true.
you feel lonely at night?
No.
No.
You don't need a partner to.
You
not
ain't
feel
gonna
lonely.
get into the psychological about that shit. And I'm not saying that you guys should get married or not get married.
Yeah.
I'm just curious because your generation,
Like,
for the most part, is a disconnected generation
For
when it
me,
comes
I agree.
to intimacy.
Very.
For me, it's like
It's a transaction.
I want to be able to get married. I want to be able to, like settle down sometime. But in this day and age, it's like everybody's so caught up in lifestyle, so caught up in what other people are doing. No, there's nothing like authentic and real.
See, that's the thing. You
No
guys start
offense.
telling somebody that you're trying to get to know. I work in construction. I do waterproofing. I dig graves all day.
Yeah.
And then I protect homes. And they're like looking at you going,
Yeah.
you don't want to be a doctor?
Yeah.
well, like
not even.
when I tell people that I work construction,
They like
I
that
wouldn't.
shit.
They're usually like, oh, okay, like you work hard,
Yeah.
you got money. That's usually what I get, and I say no. I hardly work, and I'm broke, truthfully. But
You bullshit.
yeah, of course,
he's
I'm
lying.
not gonna tell the
Because
truth.
they have their misperception.
And
Yeah,
like,
100%.
I don't know. I think that like obviously it would be ideal if I found a female or a woman that, like, you know what I'm saying, like completes me and like we could do all that. But
Completes you.
Yeah, you caught that too, right? I caught it. Completes me, yeah, of
completes
course.
me, and like me and her could be together. But I don't think, like, I've tried relationships. I'm young, obviously. I
young,
haven't done
man.
that much, but like I've tried a couple times and like done the work, and it's just like, yo, why would I need to do this? So much effort for what?
Jeez.
Are you on the same plane?
I'm not.
That's right. I didn't think so.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not. Like I've done my fair share, or whatever the fuck, and like it's like for me, all like the fucking around, just like looking like that girl, this girl, it's just a waste of time. At the end of the day, like it's fun, but it's a waste of time.
You gotta
Like,
have fun with the wrong ones until you find the right
Oh,
one.
here we go. Mr. Philosopher's back.
Philosophy.
Listen, you know what though? Like for the most part of my construction career, I've always worked with younger people.
Yeah, me too.
It's always been younger. There's been maybe 1 or 2% older than me,
Yeah.
and we get along really well, and we talk about life and all this other shit. But for the
Yeah.
most part, it's all you young guys, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes the young guys will ask me my opinion about relationships and all this other shit, and I just tell them like, and honestly, in your 20s, have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Don't hurt anybody. Like
No.
don't truly like just go out to hurt them.
Yeah, don't be a
Like
piece-
I just
don't be
want
a
to take
piece of
advantage
shit.
of this
Yeah,
person,
yeah.
right?
No.
Don't do that.
100%.
But if you're genuinely not interested in that person, then don't be in that person anymore, right?
Yeah,
But if you are interested, then let it roll out. But don't get pressured to be hitting these certain markers.
Yeah,
like we come from a generation where it's like you got pressured by family
All the time.
to get married at a certain time,
Even
to
still to
have a
this
child
day.
at a certain time,
Yeah.
and to get a house, all that shit, those
course.
milestones, right?
Yeah.
You guys are not getting that pressure.
No,
I'm a very like go with the flow, just see where it takes me. Like if it's something that I like, then okay, I like it. But if it's not something I like, I don't. It's just I just like to see shit through. That's it.
On this, okay, so you guys don't remember this game show called The Dating Game, right?
I remember it. I
No,
remember
you
it.
guys don't remember.
Yeah,
it,
they
right?
don't.
think so.
They don't.
This is old school.
no.
in
Yeah, you
70s.
guys-
Today,
and
like,
It's
80s.
like Love
You guys
Train
don't
and shit.
remember.
Love Train.
Is that like the one where they were like,
No, it's a
they
dating
call-
Three guys on one side
Yeah.
and
the
one
girl,
on
and
another,
then they talk,
and they
right?
just
Yeah.
talk, and she
Yeah.
can't see them, and she picks one, right?
Yeah.
I know the
So
idea.
I'm trying to figure out the women of today in your age bracket. At what point is a contractor? How important are they regarding what they do?
Like
Is
in
a
terms of,
doctor,
like,
a lawyer, an accountant?
Well,
Are they
like-
more important than you guys?
honestly,
I-
I think now it's just like
I
as
don't
long
even
as you're
think they
making
care.
money.
Yeah,
As
they
long
just
as you're
they want to.
making
They don't
money.
care what they do.
just wanted. They want to be able to like. They want to know that you are like you have money and you
you
can
can
like take
provide.
care
They've
of
got
them.
a
They want
gun
to be
and a
spoiled.
balaclava, and you got money, then they're okay dating you.
Yeah,
They're criminals.
Probably.
Is what I'm
Pretty
saying.
much.
Yeah, yeah.
like
Pretty fucking much.
Yeah, like
Really?
I don't
As
think
long as you
fucking
have
much.
money.
like
Because the money
much.
translates to what? Like stability for them?
I guess
I
they
don't
can be
know.
spoiled or like get whatever they want. I
You
feel
guys
like.
spoil them?
You have to be the only two females that I spoil in this world are my mom and my sister. That's
It's the
it.
best answer.
It's a good answer, man.
That's it.
It's a great
Best
answer.
Here's another question. See what kind of answer you guys get. If you're walking on a sidewalk with a woman Are you right or left of her?
What
Left.
side?
Oh yeah, what side are we walking on?
That doesn't matter.
Are we facing
You have to answer the question with a question.
on the road?
You're walking on the road side.
Like on the roadside, yeah.
Yours?
Wherever I'm walking, I don't know. don't have a. Don't
Then
really
you're gonna
have,
go far, and you need some more education.
Yeah.
I don't really have
You
a.
always have to go on the roadside.
Always.
Why?
Always.
Because she should be walking.
So that
Your
I can get
protection.
struck by the car.
Yes.
It's called chivalry, man. It's called chivalry. It's gonna get you far. I promise.
First of all, how many people have you heard of? Fuck, man, I was walking on the sidewalk and I got hit by a car.
Yeah, and I don't want to
That
be the
shit
first
doesn't
one.
happen.
I don't want to be the first one.
The other day, like
I want
when
to be the first one.
when the flood show was happening, there was like this
Oh,
lady
yeah.
there was this lady walking on the road,
Oh,
right?
she
I
got
pull
it.
up to Papa John's, I'm waiting in my fucking car, I'm looking forward, and all of a sudden she's just walking.
She got sprayed.
This car comes and just drenches her. It absolutely
Bad.
drenches
It's
her.
horrible.
Nah, like if I'm on the left side, I'm on the left side. If I'm behind her, I'm behind her. In front, right.
Speaks
I don't know.
volumes if you guys go to the roadside.
Yeah.
It
It's the
does.
chivalrous way to go, man. And it's
just
gonna
does.
get you far in life.
We're pretty
Where's
chivalrous, man.
where's the what's the word? What's it?
Chivalrous. You're chivalrous. You're just talking shit.
Where is
You're chivalrous.
Where's her? Say it again. Chivalry. Where's her chivalry? Why can't she walk on the road?
Chivalrous is like
because
a
human
man
nature,
thing.
man. It doesn't matter how you like. It doesn't
No, no,
matter how
it's a
much
man
they
thing.
want to be a boss babe or whatever.
Why?
There's still that open up a door mentality.
Like obviously, I was raised to be a gentleman.
He
like
is.
I
He's talking
do.
shit. He
I
is.
obviously would protect like any female that I'm with, but I don't think that road thing is like a big deal for me.
It is. Though.
it's a big deal for
It
them.
is. For them, it is.
There's a lot. Females have a lot of different things, like small things.
Also,
that
I
add
drive,
up.
so I don't really walk very often.
Holy shit.
But you got to drive to the car. You never park right where you are. It
That's right. You gotta walk somewhere. You
On the
park over there.
sidewalk.
We walk to the front door.
doesn't matter if you have a car.
Yes, I mean, but I'm not really.
But hang
just-
on, let's go back to Friday. Friday night, you guys are going out partying. Long hard work week, made a lot of money. You guys provided a lot of service, production, like
Yeah,
our
usually
clients are
Friday night,
happy.
something's gonna
If
happen.
the event is right, then we're there.
Like it doesn't necessarily like we don't necessarily have to like go to like a club or like a party. Like sometimes it's just like, oh, let's, maybe like hang out with some girls or just like
What's the cost of a fucking drink in a club these days?
like $12 for a shot, my friend.
One shot,
Wait till you hear the
$12.
bottle
Zero cost.
prices. The bottle prices are like
Yeah, $500 for Ciroc.
600.
fuck?
Fucking
Insanity.
That's why it's
360.
like, you can't even go to the club all the time because it's just like, man, this is absurd. Like,
What's water cost?
free?
free. Actually,
Soda
some
water.
people they fucking charge you. I went to I went to 50 Cent, that Rebel. He was like here performing and stuff, and I go to the counter. I'm like, oh, can I just have a glass of water? This girl gives me a Fiji bottle and charges me like $7 for it. Not even a full size one.
Crazy.
It's like this big.
That bottle probably has Lake Ontario.
Oh, for sure. Toilet water.
Why is this so? Oh, you opened it already, huh?
Yeah,
Toilet water.
No, but
Toilet
Okay,
water.
so you're going out Friday night then,
yeah.
and you guys are on the hunt, on the prowl.
I hear them
Okay,
talk
we're on
about it
the
all the
prowl.
time.
You're on the prowl.
Yeah,
we're on the prowl.
on the prowl.
How you guys dressed? I noticed you
Usually
had
something
chains. Yeah, you
very
both had
similar
chains,
to
yeah.
this.
Yeah, like
They're
chains,
fly guys. They
You
dress
see what
nice.
I'm wearing right now? Like just t-shirt, jeans.
Black
It's very,
tee,
very
jeans.
similar to that. You
Nice
don't got
pair
to
of
go
shoes.
overboard.
But they have nice shoes. These guys
You
are like,
can't wear
you know.
AquaStop because if something happens and you don't want to be.
Yeah,
in
these
like-
guys don't.
I'll wear
these guys-
AquaStop.
I'll rock it.
I would wear it. I don't
Yeah.
usually, but I would.
I normally just step out in a plain black
Yeah,
tee.
plain
black
shirt.
tee, plain white tee.
You guys probably put on the shirts when you guys go out, and it's called AquaStart.
Just get her going.
Niagara Falls.
Just get her going.
Oh, here we
It's a
go.
splash zone. It's a splash
Here
zone.
we go. Here we
Waterproofing.
go. Oh, here we go. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Hey, if you need your pipes
Don't worry, I'll
cleared.
put it in the subtitles what I was talking about.
Yeah, for sure. We'll make sure that's clear.
No, we definitely. If you need your pipes cleared, I know a guy.
God.
All right, so then
Unbelievable.
Friday night, and you stay out until what time now? So we go back to the schedule.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It repeats. If it's a
Does it feel
successful,
weird if there's a week where you guys don't go out and you just stay home and read a book?
Nah,
I'll
sometimes
give you guys a book. You guys read a book.
you know what? Honestly, sometimes on a Friday night, if I'm just at home and there's nothing to do, I do get a little like bouncy, and I'm like, hey, like what's going on, But if I'm
Netflix and chill, watch a movie, stream it. Go to the
you know,
theater.
I find it hard sometimes to like, especially if I'm like already like in like a mood of like I need to like do something.
Yeah, like if we're talking
I can't
about
just
it
like sit
from
down.
the morning time,
Yeah.
then it's like okay, then like we actually have
These guys will plan it out all day at work.
Can't-
we don't
can't-
go out we don't go out all the
Nah,
fucking
not
time.
every week.
No,
That's-
honestly, they're not like those. They don't go out and party. They'll go out. Sometimes these guys go play basketball for 4 hours
Yeah.
after work on a Friday night.
Yeah, we used to do that.
Yeah.
Like Laneway ball.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's a very balanced thing, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Like we don't really, it's not really like just like, oh my God, let's just go get hammered every day. Let's go do all the, it's like, you know, every now and then it's like, oh, obviously I'm going to go out and try and have some fun with my friends, see what happens, go on the prowl, whatever, you know. But genuinely, I feel like I'm more of like a chill guy. Like a lot of people that I know, like even like someone like the other day, like she literally looked at me and said like, all you do is work and sleep. Like, what's wrong with you? And I was like,
Like it was a negative?
Yeah.
yeah, like a negative. Like,
What did she do?
I don't know. I guess she doesn't work and sleep. I don't know. But like, you know, like people like, I know like a lot of people in my age, like they go out a lot more than me and they're going out and partying a lot more than I do. And it's like, I don't know.
I think that's because they're not waking up at 6 a.m. to go to work and work construction.
But that's the thing too, though. Like even though we wake up early, like and all of that, we could still go out and do. We just
Like,
choose not to.
There's times where like the other day we actually like last week I was up until 5 a.m. and then I had to wake up at 5:45 to drive to Shaan's house, pick him up, and then drive to site to be there for 7:30. So I work like there is times where I choose to work off 30 minutes of sleep literally, and it's not the smartest decision, but you know we get it done, we survive and move on, go home, take a nap, and I'm okay.
Sometimes I don't know how they do it, man. Like I remember being young and doing that
19
shit
years
too.
old,
Yeah,
man.
I remember, but
Back in my early 20s, man, I remember doing work and I was up for 3 days straight.
oh yeah, me
Just
too.
for the experience,
oh
right?
yeah, me too.
I mean, I wouldn't do it. And then I think it was a year after that, I did 2 days straight. And I was like, yeah, I can't do this
Too
anymore.
much.
There's going to be a light switch coming soon, guys.
For sure.
Around
It's gonna-
24, 25.
It's gonna.
You're gonna be like,
approaching.
why can't I fucking I'm dead tired now. You're just gonna be like, what happened?
I think 24, 25 is
like
when
that's
it's
my
gonna
prime
it's gonna get
time.
even worse.
No, I don't think so. I think it's completely different, man. 25 to 19, especially if you're doing this type of work from 19
Yeah,
to
that's
25,
wear and
it's
tear.
gonna
Right.
catch up. You're not gonna be able to produce. You might be able to stay up till 5 and then come to work, but you're gonna be a fucking
It's gonna
zombie
take a
all
toll.
day. You're not gonna
Yeah,
be able
it's
to
gonna
produce
take a
like you
toll.
do now.
Yeah.
100%.
So how far in advance are you guys thinking about? Like, so in 5 years, are you still digging these holes?
So like actually me and Shaan talk about this
Yeah,
all
we
the
talk
time.
about it all the
Like we
time.
say, we look at each other and like a lot of the times, even when I'm like, I think about it just in my head, like I tell myself like, okay, right now you're 19, right? And like you're building a good foundation and everything. And like, you know, I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it is that I want to do. And it is looking like I'm leaning towards the, you know, open my own thing and like go into the trades,
And
right?
you'll get support from him.
And I
100%.
have that support. Like that's another thing. Like Anthony, like there's no one else in my life that I know that like wants to see me eat as much as he does.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
for sure.
100%.
So it's like
For
that's why like AquaStop, Anthony, like I love it, bro. Because like not only do I feel like I am a appreciated employee and like, you know, like I'm not taken advantage of, I'm not treated like a piece of shit, but like also like he wants to see me genuinely succeed in my life, and like
For
I
sure.
really
we
appreciate
talk about
that.
it with him all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, they ask me questions all day.
Right now in the parking lot before we got here, I was talking about it with
Talking
him.
about
It's
it.
really, it's like it's a very comfortable feeling, or maybe comfortable is not necessarily the right word, because you don't want to feel comfortable, right? You want to feel like I have to go do something, but it's nice to know like, yo, there's someone
You have a
behind me
backbone,
cheering
like,
for me, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to know.
It's hard
nice
to find
feeling.
that certain someone, right?
That's why
Very
that's
There's not a lot of people your age has that connection to speak to someone like that.
100%.
I think
It's
if
a
I had
majority.
that at their age, I would be
Yeah, it's different.
a completely different person.
Completely different, right?
Yeah.
And you guys should be grateful for that. Like it's like
100%.
that's not
Oh yeah, they're
because
good. They're
the majority are
respectful.
like you guys are punks. You guys are just getting hit for the money, and then
For sure.
you're gonna fuck off. That's it.
Yeah.
That's not how he's looking at you guys.
100%.
No, yeah.
But
These
not-
guys are they're and you know, I know, just speaking for myself personally, like at their age at 19, I was just freshly starting to run my first crew and got my own truck and for a company that I worked for, but I didn't take it as seriously.
You guys are taking it serious.
Very
very
seriously.
serious.
Like,
Very a
when
lot
I-
more
when I
serious
go
than
into-
I would have ever thought that they would. A lot more. Yeah.
Because you just have I guess you have an impression of what their generation should be.
Exactly. And it's scary.
And it's wrong.
Yeah, of course it's very wrong. So it scares me. So I feel like it'd be good for me to utilize my knowledge and life experience to, help guide them so that they don't get sucked into the shitty fucking society that they're unfortunately a part of. You know what I mean?
A lot of this new generation doesn't really want to put in the hard work. They don't want to. They want a lot of it given to them. They want to take the
they want the results
without the work.
A quarter of the time that it normally takes to get results.
I feel like your guys' generation, you guys really worked. You guys had to work hard, and like you guys, accomplished a lot of things and made yourselves like successful. And then you had your kids, and like they didn't have to work as hard because you guys, worked so hard and were able to provide these things for them. So they feel like, oh, I don't need to like go out there and grind for what I need because their whole life it was always handouts. Like I didn't really have too much handouts. So I had to figure out like, okay, what am I gonna do? Like I wasn't the best in school. I didn't feel like I belonged there, So it's like, okay, what am I gonna do to like I'm gonna make it by any means. I tell myself all the time, like I need to like.
Have you guys made it yet?
No, far from it.
Far away.
Far. I'm not even close.
What's made for you guys?
Made
is when I'm 37. I'm on the beach in Costa Rica with a margarita. That's made it. That is made it for
the
me.
Latina.
It doesn't. I don't discriminate.
A bad Latina.
I don't discriminate anything. 10 out of 10. That's all that matters.
10 out of 10.
They gotta be 10s.
First of all, Bob Marley always said there's never a 10 out of 10.
Definitely.
So then
he was absolutely
right. The
right.
moon has craters, and we
right.
still look at it and we stare at it.
That's
okay?
right.
There's
But 10 out of
falls.
10 doesn't necessarily mean she looks beautiful. 10 out of 10 is deeper than that, in my opinion.
Good answer, man. Good fucking answer.
It was
Sean.
No, Sean. But you said something, and then have you guys made?
I don't. Honestly, for me, like made would be like my mom's situated. I'm situated. My sister, like people.
What's your background?
I'm Punjabi. I'm Indian.
Okay, yeah.
So like, I make like, if they have their worries, right? Like they're stress free, they're good, they're chilling, and I'm sitting back stress free and I'm chilling. That's made for
That's
me.
happiness.
Because
Happiness.
what could I ask for?
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember telling
sound a
myself
lot more greedy than him, don't I?
No, no.
just different. I remember telling myself that if I ever had a shop and a quick cut and a jumping jack, that I made it. I remember telling my mom that if I ever had my own quick cut and my own jumping jack and a truck with a shop, for me, I felt like I already made it. You know what I mean?
Like made it's like different for every. Like what's made it?
Yeah. What do you feel like you?
What
made?
do you feel like made it?
I'm a different fish because you just you always achieve certain things, and then as soon as you achieve it, you're like,
achieve something.
What's
different.
next?
what's next?
Yeah,
So
always.
then you challenge yourself some more, right? But then also in life, there's challenges that you don't succeed.
Yes, many
Right?
failures.
And I
many.
dated somebody, she was telling me like you being a Sagittarius, you have a very difficult fucking grasp on trying to understand things that you can't accomplish. If you don't accomplish it, then you have a problem with it.
Yeah,
Right. So what's made is a different definition for everybody, right?
I agree.
100%.
So I just like, okay, so this show started and one person listened. Great. That's wonderful. Thousands of people listen. That's great. It's wonderful. But that's just a starting point.
100%.
So where's this going to go from here, right?
100%.
Like as a kid, I'm glad that I didn't get my motorcycle license until I was in my 20s. If I would have got it in my teens, I probably would have been a part of the stats of all the people that crashed and died and decapitated and all the stories that you fucking hear.
Glad you're here with us.
So I just like, I've had my run-ins, right? But
For
I
sure.
survived and I still on it. I've had other friends who got motorcycles, went down one time, never fucking touched it again.
Yeah.
Do you have a motorcycle right now?
Yeah, but am I a dangerous rider? No, man.
No.
What type of
I'm
bike
a
do you
better
have?
driver.
What type of bike?
99 Ducati Monster. Right?
Bad
it's
boy.
not a fast bike, man.
It's a nice one though.
No,
I
Shout out to
thought you were
Mike
gonna
Huber.
be like a Harley kind of guy.
No way, no.
Dude, you know how loud those things are?
they're
man?
annoying.
Oh,
The Ducati's loud too, no?
no, not the same
But
way
not
as
the
a
way a
Harley,
Harley,
man.
like-
Yeah, those
Harleys
Harleys
are
are
throaty.
I'll never
Very.
understand how a motorcycle
I went on a bike
can be
ride.
that
I was
loud.
the only Italian bike, and it was all surrounded by Harleys. By the
Yeah.
end of the ride, my ears were fucking ringing.
Oh yeah, for
I don't
sure.
wanna,
I'm
like-
never doing that again.
I don't understand how motorcycles can be so loud, but if you have a car with your modified exhaust, you get tickets and you
Because
get.
cops respect motorcycles.
I don't get it.
That's
I
all.
don't understand. A Harley
goes.
Davidson is way louder than the Civic cut-off exhaust. Like,
Okay, Toretto.
hey, family.
I never got into the rice, all that stuff.
No,
man.
you don't like the ricers?
Ricing it out
I like
and
the
shit.
ricers. I like
Pickup
the ricers.
truck, man. Get a pickup truck, man.
I never got into. I'm not even into hypercars.
No,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I can't stand hypercars.
I had a dream the other day of me
any
just
type of
driving a McLaren P1. Don't know why. It was literally just me driving.
I don't think that's a car to me, man. It's not.
I don't. I'm not even really necessarily a big fan of McLaren P1. I don't know why that was in my dream. It was a yellow McLaren P1, and I was just zooming.
We'll get into the cars.
Something about that
Just
those
zoom it.
Germans, I can't lie.
Those
About the
Germans,
what?
eh?
The Germans, the BMWs and shit like that.
BMW, Porsche,
Audi. Those are.
Yeah, but the older Porsches.
Yes.
No, newer.
Look at the Porsches from the 80s with the
911.
whale tail.
Oh,
They're trying to bring that shit back. They're trying to bring Targa back.
they should.
Why are they bringing all these things back? They're bringing it back because those
bringing
are
the Sylvia.
That's the what?
S15, the Sylvia. You know, JDM, Nissan Sylvia.
You're going rice. That's what I mean. So
Oh, you don't put
I never got into- what is it? GTR.
So what are
Yeah.
you, like American Muscle?
I like American muscle, but I also like Italian muscle too, right?
Yeah.
But I'm a big Aston Martin as well
Aston
too.
Martin.
Aston Martin's
Fair,
great car.
Yeah.
GMC Sierra 2500 dude.
It was funny. I was watching some old footage on YouTube of Jim Carrick way back. This is like 20 plus years, and he's rolling up to the job site in basically the truck that you're rolling up now.
You see?
And I was like, you know what? That truck still looks good. It looks proper, man.
Damn right. It's a good look.
But everyone's trying to get a friggin' Tesla again on the job site.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's insanity.
There's so much hatred
I
for
heard,
it.
Insanity.
the batteries on the Teslas, when you sit in it, there's so much radiation and all that like stupid shit that comes off of it. Like people are going infertile and like getting
knows?
fucking brain tumors and shit like that.
I'll tell you a story.
there goes the Tesla
I did it.
sponsorships.
No, the battery things. You ever heard of EMF?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
No,
Electromagnetic field?
Oh yeah.
no.
So we had this Ghostbuster guy come by site. Literally Ghostbuster. He had like black socks, sandals, and shorts, and like it was just a weird outfit. And then he pulls up this Geiger counter or some shit.
Like the
that-
fucking.
Yeah. He was there to read the electoral fields that are in the house to try to determine how much there are in the house, right?
Wow.
The problem with what he's trying to do and what the clients were trying to achieve is that you could protect your house all you want. The moment you step outside, what do we have? We have 5G towers.
Yeah.
That's right.
Toronto's full of above ground hydro lines.
Full. Yeah.
So you're full in a bath of EMF, full of it, right? And then we were talking, he was saying a bunch of shit. I was making notes. And then as he was wrapping up his assessment, I was like, so I'm curious, what are your thoughts on EVs? He goes, don't ever buy one. Because you're sitting in a pool of EMF. You have
sure.
a battery in front of you, you have a battery behind you, you have a battery underneath you, and you're literally sitting in a pool of that field. That's what's going on. And it is affecting, there's no proof that it says that it's affecting you,
Yeah.
but
But
he
it
was
is.
like, yeah, it's affecting you.
100%. How could it not be?
I don't want to be. I'd rather be in a pool of internal combustion.
Me
Just
too.
smell it.
Definitely.
It's the best thing about
Leaking
riding a
exhaust.
motorcycle when I love that smell.
Oh, yeah.
Coming off of an internal combustion. Mine's still fuel injected.
Oh.
No, sorry, carbureted.
Carb.
I kept it carb, man. It's a pain in the ass in the fucking wintertime. Italian bikes don't like the cold.
For sure.
You got to warm it up.
You're driving in the winter.
Yeah,
time?
you drive it in the winter.
No. When I say wintertime, when you're like 10 degrees, 5
Oh,
degrees.
okay.
When it's getting colder.
That bike fucking hates it.
Yeah.
Italians
Soaking the
hate
whole
it.
time, yeah.
Hate it, man.
It's not built for it, right?
It's not designed for it.
built
You'd
in.
have to always warm it up. You'll leave the throttle on for a long time. It's just part of the process, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't mind it. I'm telling you, if you become a motorcyclist, you become a better driver.
Bro, one time
I believe
I don't think I'll
I
ever-
believe
First
that.
time I
I don't
ever
think I
drove
would
a dirt bike, started fucking going, just took off with a wheelie. I'm holding the bike, I just fucking crashed into the neighbor's house.
Let go.
That's it.
I was
Jump
like, fuck,
off.
the bike's going, and then it just
He's
collapsed.
still holding
go.
on.
I had
You just
to
let
it
go, man.
And then I realized when I was on the floor, I had to let it go, and it was good.
A lot earlier. You should have let it go earlier.
100%.
I don't think I would ever be a motorcycle guy.
Yeah.
I like my life.
Life's too precious, bro.
It's not the bike, it's the people around the
That's
bike.
right.
Exactly. I don't
But
trust
you're
any
aware
of
of
them.
the bike.
I don't trust any of the people around the bike.
I don't even trust the people in cars.
No way.
It's horrible.
That's what I'm talking
We
about.
see some bad drivers out there, man. All
But as
day.
a motorcyclist, you pay attention to tires and you pay attention to people, what they do without even realizing what they're doing.
You have
For
to
sure.
think like couple steps ahead and shit. Yeah.
For sure.
You see it coming. You're like,
I mean, like if I was gonna be on a motorcycle, I'm sure I would definitely make sure like I'm ready to be on a motorcycle. I'm not just gonna go there and
no. You
know?
got to practice and take your time.
I'll take it for like a spin every once in a while.
I don't think I would
I'll
be
do
a-
that, but
it's not really my my cup of tea. I like to
I
be in
like
a box.
cars,
I like the
yeah.
death box a bit more than the
So
free.
he's a weirdo, this guy, man.
cars are where it's
This
at.
guy's a weirdo.
I think I'm normal. I feel like if you asked the viewers if they want a motorcycle, it'd be a very 50-50 answer.
Might be 50-50.
Well, I think it would be less than that. I don't think a lot of guys are. And then I've seen plenty of guys get married, have children, and then
Then
like
sell it.
disappears.
They
Gone.
get rid of
Bye-bye,
them.
ciao, ciao.
Yeah.
Right? That's never happened with me, right? So it's just bikes there. It's
Can't
nice
go
to
wrong.
have it. It's,
For sure.
And I don't listen
When I
to
was
music.
younger, I used to always like, oh, motorcycles are so sick. But I grew up and I guess I became more of a pussy, I guess.
No.
You probably just seen. It's scary if you're not mentally ready to drive it. I think it's
no
scary.
different than anything that you want to achieve. Like
I agree.
You have to be, and that's the thing is, when I was working, I used to bring it, but then I would be physically tired sometimes, and I would tell myself I can't ride.
It's
because
tiring holding it
You're
up,
mentally you're distracted, and it just takes one split second to be mentally distracted on a
You're
motorcycle
done.
to
Yeah.
cause an accident.
Yeah.
So you have to always be on your game. That's what I like about it. I had friends of mine that would ride with their headset and they're attached and they're listening to music or answering calls. And I was like, dude, that's the dumbest thing you could ever do. That's like pure distraction.
Scary. That sounds scary to me.
And like you're right. Like you listen, you get hit, you're going down.
Yeah.
You're in
Yeah.
a car, you get hit, you might have a bumper bruise. You're like,
Yeah.
that's about
Those
it.
things move. Like they go. Like bikes, they actually.
400 pounds, man.
Yeah, that thing's going.
Like
That thing's
you're
going.
flying. You're just like you're literally like a jet, just taking off. That's fucked. I can't do that. Scary stuff.
So you guys, what's the perception of construction now that's different than what you guys thought it was when you first got in?
That's a good question, man.
That's
Very
a
good
good
question.
question. Like when I was younger and I would see construction workers working, I would just
What do you think they were?
I never thought like they were. I would just say, "Oh, it's cool, man. Like they're hard working. They're doing the thing." I never really had like too strong of a feeling, or not that I can remember really like a strong feeling like, oh, construction workers. It was just kind of they're there.
For
They're
me,
building
like the upbringing of construction, it was more like it's like a trap. That's what I was always told. It's a trap. You're there. You're doing hard labor. You're working for people you don't give a fuck about you. You're making good money.
That's what
decent
you were
money.
told, or that's what you?
That's what I was
concluded?
told. Like, I mean, I concluded basically, yeah, I guess, like, because that's just what the knowledge I had from shit that I seen, you know. And then, but like, the thing about construction is so broad. There's so many like different ways you could go with it. There's so many different ways, like so many different types of construction. There's different people you meet. There's different like connections to it. You could go to real estate.
Yep.
You could do whatever the fuck. You could become a builder. You could do whatever you want, right? So like now, I would say when I look at construction, I just think like empire.
Yeah, I
Like,
see vast opportunity.
yeah, like there's so much different routes you could go. There's so much different shit you.
The
could
world's
do.
always gonna need us.
So
Or I'm
can
always
you be
gonna
a
be here.
millionaire and work in construction?
100%.
Of course you can.
That's not even like
That's
a
not a
challenge.
question.
I've
That's a
seen
guarantee.
it.
Million-
I think it's a guarantee.
Million is like
seen it happen.
nothing. Yeah.
I think it's a guarantee.
That's the thing. That's
But
why.
I'm sure that most of your friends don't realize that. They don't think,
They-
nah, you can't be a millionaire fucking digging holes.
I think
they
a
know.
lot. A lot of people these days do realize like, oh, you definitely can, but it's
They
do
just
they
don't wanna do
want
it.
to do it? They don't want to do it. Like a
don't
lot of
wanna
my
do it.
generation wants to do the
Easier
click
route.
clacky on the laptop.
Fucking boring.
You know,
It's
join a
crazy.
Zoom meeting.
Soul-sucking.
Would make
Ah.
me.
And
would
I always
make me
tell them.
hate it.
I was on the phone last night. I was like, bro, you guys literally go to uni to be stressed out at fucking school. Like you have no like social life because it's exam week. You have to fucking crunch all that shit down. You can't travel when you want. You can't make money. You're just you have to pay a whole fucking loan back, and yet you're not working. You're not making any money to pay that back.
And then you graduate, and
you're
you
waiting
have
for a
you're
job
in
to get
debt.
the money to pay that back.
There's no jobs. You're in debt. Like
I'm not knocking it though.
know.
Unis, there's definitely enough pathways that you could take. I would say.
It's what you make of
It's
it.
in my-
It's
yeah.
the person and what
Yeah,
they make
for
of
sure.
it.
100%.
If you want to just go there and party and have fun and
Yeah.
be a social kind of
like, what the
butterfly,
fuck?
then
Like,
that's one thing.
my family never like I know some families are like, oh, you have to go to uni. Like, you know, like some parents will force their kids like, oh, like your expectation is to get into school. My family never really did that to me. It was just more like, you know, if you're going to do that, do that. Or if you're not going to do that, like you better figure out something, you know, like you're not just going to sit at my house and do nothing, you know,
But
like
there's a lot of construction in our family to begin with, though. Aunts, uncles, cousins.
like they always, even when I was a kid, you know, they're always like, you know, the trades is it's good. I was never told like the trades is a bad thing. Like I never had a bad opinion on the trades. Like my uncle is an electrician and he's the only one that actually has ever told me that the trades are bad.
Yeah, but he's just a grumpy guy.
Well, why he doesn't like? He's a union electrician. Or?
He's a union
Yeah,
electrician,
he's
high rise.
for Black and Mac. That's why he's always fucking pissed off and miserable.
So
Listen, he's got his pension. He's got steady work. There'll always be work, even if the whole world goes to fuck.
He's the only one that's ever like, oh, don't do it. But when he comes and says like, don't do it, I take it like differently than like if someone's like that hasn't done the construction would say don't do it.
That's right.
Because he's saying don't do it because he looks at me and he's like, oh, why do you want to work so hard?
But that's what he took from it. Just like how you were saying about uni.
That's right.
Like, it's what you take from
100%.
it.
Everybody has their own experiences that they go through to see like, this just set me back. I'm not doing this shit no more. Like that, or I'm fucking, this is too much work. I'm sitting back. I'm changing careers or something, you know?
But ever since I got into the truck and picked up a shovel, I haven't looked back.
Me neither.
I haven't been upset with
I was
my
on
decision.
a gap year. I was going to go to uni.
Yep.
You were on the what?
I was on a gap
Like a
year. So like I
gap year.
graduated from high school.
Take a year off.
Take a year
Oh,
off.
I thought you were in the Gap store.
No, gap year. The
Like a gap year so I can make some money, like get my pockets right, and then fucking just been
And you've been working ever since.
working.
So what's the ideal work day weather wise? What temperature?
I would say like 25 plus.
Sunny skies.
Sunny skies and a nice breeze. You
nice
gotta throw a
breeze.
nice breeze
I want
in
40
there.
degrees, humidex, as I like it.
Yeah, because he sits in the air conditioned truck.
Yeah, I sit in the air conditioned truck.
No.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
I'm just
So
joking.
what
I'm
happens
just
when
joking.
you guys get Mother Nature not agreeing with that ideal day?
It's a brutal day.
So
Brutal day.
Whether it's extreme hot or extreme cold.
I would rather be extremely hot than extremely cold
Yeah,
any
that's
day,
a- that's
You
obviously.
can warm up on cold.
Nah.
Yeah, but it's
But I can just I like to be in the hole, shirt off, tied
Yeah,
around my
fucking
head,
Sweat
homeowner.
coming off your arms.
the homeowner loves it.
you know,
Homeowner
sweat's
loves
dripping all over me. I don't mind that feeling.
It's like an episode of Magic Mike and shit.
But
The winters, these guys
But
cannot
the
keep it
feeling
in the
of
winter.
waking up at 7 in the morning and it's pitch black outside and you step outside and you have your winter coat on, hat on, mask on,
those
and
are
you're still like, I hate
thinking
that.
about
I
it,
can't stand that. I can't stand it.
So then you guys start talking about maybe we should be electricians.
Luckily for us, we do the interior
Yeah, we do the
waterproofs in the
interior
winter.
work.
Luckily.
So we do get to be inside sometimes.
But we do a couple
like
little
a little
kids.
bucket
Yeah,
run?
When do you
gonna-
guys stop digging? I guess temperature wise.
Temperature wise, but by November for sure I'm done, because even if it's warm enough to dig, if I get a frost freeze overnight, my
can't.
aqua block's
Yeah,
not going to
you
adhere.
can't.
So there's no point.
Yeah.
So by November,
Then you shut
usually-
down until what? End of Feb?
No, we go straight. We go
For
straight.
the exterior
for
stuff?
the exterior stuff.
Oh, exterior, yeah. Exterior, probably like end of February, beginning of
February.
March.
Yeah, because it's too extreme.
Yeah, it's just too much. Just all the
You think
products
we're
that
going to
we
get
use.
extreme winter because we've had such an extreme summer?
You know what? I
And
think,
by the way, it's got nothing to do with fucking climate change.
no, it has
doesn't exist.
Climate
Yeah.
change is a fucking scam.
Garbage.
See?
Yeah,
It's a
I know.
fucking
You know
scam.
that you see what you guys just said here? I said it to him and he tried to treat me like an idiot.
What?
That climate change is not real.
Climate change is real.
It's not
No,
real.
it's not.
How the fuck is it not?
It's not real, man.
Okay, how long have they been keeping records for?
Here we go. Yes, this is what I'm talking
How long
about.
has the Earth been around?
Because you know, this is what I'm talking. Because I
How long has the Earth
had
been
this
around?
exact conversation with him and my other
You
boy.
can't be comparing.
And they
You
tried to
can't-
make me look like
yeah.
an idiot.
But what do you mean
There's no-
records? Like in terms
How
of
long
like,
have they been keeping records that we know exactly what the temperature of the Earth has been for?
It's a scam, my boy.
okay, but like, what about
Centuries. That's
what
all
about
it
like,
is, right? So you can't be saying that. Like, how long's the Earth been around?
Phew.
Billions,
Billions.
right?
billions of years? Yeah.
So you're telling me that this is climate change and that we're getting warmer?
And
You guys won't know this, but back in the 70s, it was the oil was going to run out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In
Oh,
the
yeah.
80s, there was a hole in the ozone.
They say,
Yes.
and we were all going to be burnt
Yes.
and die.
Yeah.
Like,
But
it's all bullshit.
But like, what then? What would you say about like the icebergs like melting?
That happens naturally.
so
There's
what I would
natural-
say is,
natural.
why are all the wealthy people buying lakefront,
Yes.
oceanfront properties
If
if you
they're all
know that
melting.
the oceans are going to rise?
That's right.
Why would you buy these properties?
There's
And
It's
put
a
them in
scam.
trust so they can be handed down to family members and those wealthy people. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
It's a scam, my boy.
That's kind of me like getting on a motorcycle and just ride right into a wall because I know I'm going to die one day.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Exactly.
makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
You wouldn't be buying homes in those areas. You'd be buying them where? In the middle,
In the
of
middle
Alberta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or on top of the mountain.
Maybe next to a lake or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So the water's not fucking rising.
Yeah,
It's not
I don't
rising.
know.
and like there's been like in Earth history, there's Jurassic times that were scorching hot, and then there's ice ages. Like this is a natural cycle that the Earth does.
I think so. I
Wait,
agree.
is Earth flat or round for you?
Round.
Okay.
It's flat. It's flat, guys.
So yeah, so Mother Nature could be a difficult one sometimes.
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
doesn't
She
make the
definitely
job all
kicks our
that.
ass sometimes.
The rain
Yeah.
days, the rain days with
the
all the
rain.
mud and shit.
Those are the
Those are the
worst.
worst.
But we don't really work rain days unless we really need
Yeah,
to.
unless it's like a little.
But that's the worst part, right? Like
Yeah,
we
well, we
lose
need
days
to.
because
Yeah.
Because
it's
it just makes
raining.
the mud, the dirt stick, and it
Yeah.
just
makes
more,
the cleanup harder.
Yeah.
Clean up
Everything's harder.
everything
Everything.
just-
The rain is probably the worst thing that we could run
So
into.
what other trade would you guys do if you had an opportunity to do it?
Probably, I think carpentry.
Okay.
Like carpentry.
Framing or
like-
finish carpentry?
Probably like just framing and like, okay, I want to learn everything really. That's not, like, I want to be able
You ever
to.
shovel snow off of
Yeah.
plywood?
No,
Oh, no.
it's brutal.
Why?
Pain in the fucking. It's very slippery.
Oh,
Very
fuck.
slippery.
Extremely slippery.
Tie yourself off, man.
Yeah.
Tie yourself off.
I don't know.
Because
I
the
just
water
wanna,
saturates inside the plywood,
Yeah,
but
and
it
it just
freezes.
freezes.
And
And
now
it's
you
ice.
shovel everything off, and it's basically an ice
Yeah.
rink.
It's
at
an
that
ice
point.
rink, yeah.
You might as well get steel toe ice skates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point.
I don't know.
They don't make 'em, by the
I
way.
just want to be like very like like I want to be able to have like a big toolbox, you know, like a big arsenal of shit that I could do.
Like what? DeWalt?
No,
Which dual?
Like he's
Which
saying
tool
like-
are you talking about?
like just like a
He
lot
wants
of
to
like,
be able to do like everything. He's
He has a
saying.
broad knowledge
Yeah.
of construction as
But
a
nobody,
whole.
even Jesus doesn't do that.
It's
Like
hard.
it's just
Yeah.
like not everybody
Yeah,
knows
obviously.
everything, right?
But like you could always learn. Not there's never enough knowledge to have. Like
But you don't
wanna
want to. Construction's about collaborating, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you want to
Bringing
work
shit
with other
together,
people.
right?
You guys hear me talk about it all the
Because
time.
because you guys are going to learn from other people too.
That's right.
That's important in construction.
Yeah.
Don't go in thinking all the time I'm going
have
to do
to.
that.
You know
And
the
going back
best.
to that guy that I was talking, Eli, there, he's building a house all by himself, and
Mm-hmm.
he's like he's been figuring out how to lift steel up by himself. I'm like, dude, you need to have a second body with you
Yeah.
because if
Yeah.
something happens and
You're
that
fucked.
steel twists and it lands on you, you're by yourself in the middle of nowhere, north of Barrie.
You're fucked.
Yeah, that's scary.
I go, and he's 30 something. He's 34, 35
young.
or something like
Yeah.
that.
Young.
So I'm like, you just got to be careful. I know that you want to achieve the goal of building this house yourself, which
Yeah.
is great. But there's certain things during the process of building this house,
That
you
you
need a
need
second
to-
body. If not,
100%.
maybe a third body.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
And that's another good thing about construction. Like if I wanted to build like a house at that time, by that time I should have enough connections that they could. I fed them, they fed me. I scratched their back, they scratched mine. That they would help me out on the project. You
For
know?
sure.
They
Yep.
take care of me.
I'll give you a little secret. Just call the people that have been on this show and just
Yeah.
go, I heard you on the show. Can I just pick your brain about something?
And
You'll
you'd be
get a
surprised how
call.
many people
You'll
have
get a
called
text.
since that for
Yeah,
me.
I know.
Yeah.
That's just how it happens,
Yeah.
right? So right now, if I wanted to, I got a pool of people that I can just call and I go, I want to build a house.
And they're ready.
Oh,
to
for
go.
sure. You must
They want
have.
to be a part of it. But it's just, you got to work to that. You got to get to that point.
Yeah.
Of course.
But eventually you
100%.
guys will get to that point, right?
Yeah,
100%. 100%.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
beauty of construction.
I think if I was gonna do another trade, it'd probably be like hardscaping, landscaping, or even just like renovating, like the inside cells. I like those. I like to like see like, let's say I take like a homeowner who brings me to their house and it's like, yo, I want this to be my dream place. I would love to be the guy that creates that for them.
Makes
you
it
know what I mean?
happen.
It's nice, and like just to see like, oh, look at this before picture, and then you see the after picture, and it's like, wow, like you did that, like that's sick.
It is.
So I feel like if I was not doing waterproofing, I would do some of that.
Have you ever spoken to them about getting fucked over in construction?
Yeah, I think
Financially speaking? Or
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
fucked
Oh, yeah,
over
I've
by
seen it.
people?
they've seen
Seen
it.
it.
Like,
Oh, you've
you know,
seen it.
Seen it.
I fill them in. Like, you know,
He's very open with us.
yeah, because
It's
I
the
feel
reality of construction.
It's
That's
the
just how
reality.
it is. I
That's-
just don't like that schools never talk about it.
right.
Government never talks about
Schools
it.
doesn't teach you anything.
I show them the
You
ugly
fuck.
whenever I experience ugly. I fill them in and I let them know, like, hey, you
It's
remember
part
this?
of.
I think it's important. I think especially if this is an avenue that they want to take, I think that they need to also be completely and fully aware of the ugly that comes with it. It can't just all be the glitz and glamour, and they have to be 100% prepared. I think it's important.
It's good that you're telling them that, right?
For sure.
Because the problem is that a lot of the kids that are your age, they're not being told this shit, and then they discover it.
Yeah.
And you
And
see
then
it,
they
right?
just
Like even like sometimes I'm on site and I'm eavesdropping on a conversation and I can hear like them telling the stories about like how, oh, this guy didn't pay me this and this homeowner wanted me to do this and then said, you know what, actually you're done, screw you. And like, you know, see it all the time. There's even jobs that, that I've done with Anthony and the homeowner has tried to, you know, like, oh, this is not what I asked for. I'm not paying you guys. Like, you know, and it sucks because it's like, yo, we came here and we gave you, we have our, like, we know what you asked for. Like, we put it down, and we obviously aren't going to just do something that you didn't want us to do. And it's like, we just wasted our hours. We just broke our backs. We just broke our knees. And now you're telling us.
All I could do is tell you young guys, just avoid that scenario. Don't be in that scenario.
Yeah, sure.
And there's lots of ways to get away from that scenario. So it never happens, right?
Yeah.
And that's
like
what?
That's what?
Like
how can I avoid that scenario?
You just start understanding body language. You start paying attention to
when someone's
your
like,
clients, when you start understanding what they really mean and what they're talking about, and then you get a better idea that there's a potential that they could fuck you over here.
Yeah.
And then as long as you're working and you're getting paid for the work that you've done, so when you have a shit that happens, you're break even at that point. So I've been paid up to the moment I've been done the job, and then you want to fuck me over, then you find somebody else to do it and walk away.
Yeah. That's what I've been
you be
teaching
professional.
You guys. That's why I've been teaching them about a draw system.
Yeah.
So once you reach this certain percentage, and I learned that the hard way because
we all
of people
have.
fucking me over.
We all have, right? So you have a smaller loss. So maybe it's 1 week where it's like you only lose $1,000, and then like it's not unheard of to hear from contractors losing 6 figures.
Oh,
Because they let it draw out, and the client did it on purpose to do that.
Of course, the client already had that.
Yeah,
that's horrible.
That was
I'm
already
gonna
there.
save $100,000, and they're gonna try to sue me, and then. And I'm telling you guys to do this because you guys need to understand that it's not the loss of money; it's the loss of time.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
time.
that's what I'm saying.
That's why I tell these guys all the time. It's not the amount of money; it's the time that we're losing.
You can't go out now. You can't party. Like, it's going to be eating away at you. She's going to be there going, "Can you get another drink? I can't afford it.
Can't afford it.
I got
It will never get to that. It will never get to that.
Shit travels downhill, man.
Tap the credit card. See what happens.
Here we go. Here
What
we
else
go.
you guys want to share before we get close to wrapping it up and doing the 12 questions? What else do we want to share? Nothing. You guys are doing good work, great work. It's call more clients and get more people to call you guys.
Try our hardest.
There's shit shows out there. There's bad companies that are doing bad waterproofing. We all saw the cause and effect of it from the recent floods in Toronto.
I can assure anybody in the GTA that if you have water coming into your house and you want it to stop, there is one person to call, and that is AquaStop. And I promise you, you will never do it water again.
That's a good answer. It's a good answer.
25-year fully transferable warranty.
Your warranty's longer than you guys have been living.
Longer than I've been alive.
Longer than I've been on.
So if he waterproofed one of your houses 20 years ago,
What year were you guys born in?
2004.
Damn, telling the whole world my age.
Fucking
2005.
sick to hear.
Fuck it.
I accidentally broke your pen.
It's not my pen. I have several pens
great.
here.
Is it
Good
yours?
job.
No,
Okay.
it's fine.
I apologize.
waterproofing.com.
.ca.
.ca, and on IG under AquaStop Waterproofing.
Yep.
And then no, there's a dot.
Aqua.stop.
Aqua.stop. Yeah, that's right. And then the email.
Antonio at AquaStopWaterproofing.ca or AquaStopWaterproof@gmail.com.
And then I totally forgot to Charles, a Finnish Carpenter T-shirt that I'm wearing. I forgot to mention that. Yeah. So, and I got your shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally got your shirts, man. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
No problem.
You've already done this, Antonio, so you don't have to do this.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys can. What's your favorite construction word or phrase?
Construction word or fiver.
Fiverr.
I love Fiverr.
Fiverr. That was
I
a
love
good
the
one.
fivers.
That was a good one. That was a good
I
one.
love
Fiverr
what?
for sure.
I also like wrap it up.
Hurry
That's
the
a good
fuck
one.
up.
I like
Wrap it up.
tenor.
Tenor. Yo,
Sometimes you need a tenor.
That's
I
when
like
it's
tenor.
extreme.
Sometimes the
That's
fiver
when it's
turns into a
the
tenor.
fiver
That's a
turns
rough
into a tenor.
Tenors are rough days.
Oh, man.
There's usually what? Mondays?
Depends.
Least favorite tool?
Least favorite tool. I am not a fan of the chipper or the chipper and gun
You
at
use it
all.
all the time.
And I hate it.
That's why he hates it, because it's hard.
Like
to
even sometimes when like we'll be digging and he's like, "Oh, why don't you pull the chipper out?" No, I can't. It's impossible. I hate it.
What tool brand do you
I think
guys
the same
like?
thing.
Tool brand?
I like Milwaukee.
Hilty.
I like DeWalt.
I'm a Milwaukee
Hilti?
guy.
Hilty.
I like Milwaukee. I like
DeWalt
the red.
Makita. I like blue.
It's almost like an Olympic stage. Right?
Like yeah. I don't know. I'm not really too like, oh my God,
you're
what
not
brand
committed
is
to a
it?
certain brand?
No, if it works, it works.
Sorry, what was least favorite tool for you?
Same shit. The
Same
chipper
shit?
gun.
No,
Yeah,
the
the
chipper.
chipper. The chipper is a fucking asshole.
What do you guys miss from your childhood?
No stress. Just going around, playing outside, just fucking playing in the rain, stupid shit.
Missed when there wasn't expectations. You know, like when there's a certain age where I feel like you start to get like, okay, now I'm expected to do this. I'm expected to be able to do this.
That's a good one.
I'm
That's
That's a good answer.
more responsibility and everything, right?
Good answer.
What
man.
construction sound do you guys love?
That's the mating call on the
What is it?
AquaStop site.
Let's hear a year.
Give us a good one. Give us a good one. Give us a
What the fuck is that?
Put your chest into it.
from the chest. From the chest.
Year?
Get in there.
That's the go-to. That's the we're winning sound.
Yeah, that's one. If something, if you're ever on a site with
I've
us,
never heard that.
and
So
you
it's
hear
like-
one of us go, yeah, something
hear all of
really
us,
good's happening. Something really, really good's happening.
What's your favorite beverage?
Water. Water
Water?
and Sprite. Water and Sprite.
I'm a fan of water as well, but if we wanted to get into the specialties, I'll go strawberry banana
Beverage is
smoothie, extra a little bit of orange juice in there. Strawberberry banana smoothie, can't go wrong.
Orange juice.
Fresh
Orange juice and strawberry banana.
Yeah, you
smoothie?
never had like a strawberry banana smoothie? They put a
Sounds
little bit of
fucking
orange juice
disgusting.
You
in
guys
I don't know
don't
if I
drink
like-
booze?
it's not
You
like
don't
the sound
drink
of the
beer? You don't
orange.
drink any of that shit?
there. I'm not a fan
I'm
of
not a
beer,
fan of beer.
but I do like a nice rum and cola.
Yeah, rum and coke.
If you want to get into like those type of drinks.
Mama Juana.
Amawana, can't go wrong.
Cannot go wrong.
What turns you on and off in construction?
Shit dirt. Good dirt.
I guess
That'll do it.
Yeah.
a nice sexy shovel, clean, fresh, no rust,
shovel?
no rust,
shovel,
no
yeah.
dirt. Nice, it's still
Wood
black.
handle?
Wood handle.
Not
Still
fiberglass?
has the logo on it.
Good amount of time of good amount of space to cast is nice.
Yeah, so when you
If
see
you could
freedom,
just throw that dig is a lot easier. If it's some like fucking, there's times that me and him have had to pass a whole fucking 6 foot stretch to another 6 foot stretch, and then to another one.
Brutal.
It's been fuck
it's
shit.
not the best.
That's on and off. No. On was a
on.
good shovel.
On was a good shovel. Off, I would say, that's a good one. Turn off. A lot of things turn me off when it comes to this this construction work.
Give me one.
Give me one, man.
Rocks.
Roots,
fucking
rocks, bicycles.
wires, gas lines.
Trying to get
fucking-
rid of
Fuck, gas lines.
Gas lines are gross.
Gas lines are
Gas
fucking
lines
gross.
are gross. I'll say
Never hit?
No, never.
Never.
I won.
But
You
know
ain't
what?
here.
There's no
No
year.
years at all.
Turn off. I'll say just getting tar all over me. I don't like when the tar is all over me.
Yeah, that's a good one. I can't lie.
When the tar is all over you. it
Favorite
sucks.
curse word?
Fuck.
Fuck.
Favorite vehicle? Any mode of transportation?
Like type of car?
Any mode of transportation?
Porsche 911 Carrera GTS.
What color?
Either like a space gray or just a white. I'm a simple guy.
RS5 or like a R34 GTR. Those are my two.
R34.
Yeah, like
What
the
is it?
the R35, the newest GTR. The Paul Walker. You know Paul Walker's
That's
GTR?
why I'm not picturing it. Like you're back on rice. I don't understand.
No, but Paul Walker. You know
Yes,
Paul
I know
Walker.
Paul Walker.
Yeah.
I don't know him
Paul
personally,
Walker.
but yeah.
You know, like the strand that
He died on my he died on my birthday.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was weird. I was in Tokyo.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
That's-
Yeah,
that's
when
really
I saw the
weird.
news, I was like, "Fuck, this is ridiculous,
Damn.
right?"
That's
Yeah.
crazy because Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. You were in Tokyo, he died. That's kind of like
I
there's a
didn't put
lot
that
of
together, but
similarities.
So okay, so that car.
Yeah, R34 and a RS5. Those are
What
my-
profession other than your own would you guys like to attempt one day?
I wouldn't mind real estate. I think it's not a bad job.
Okay.
Maybe I'll be a podcast host.
Sure, you can start a podcast. You
Yeah.
want to start a podcast? Sure, you can use this studio if you want.
Oh yeah. How much?
I've had people come in here.
Rent it out. How much?
Just pay her time.
There you go. There you go.
Your time. It's okay.
Lord.
What are you going to talk about?
You know what? I feel like
AquaStarting?
I feel like
starting.
I could talk about anything, and I can entertain some people.
You probably
That's
could.
the thing about this world nowadays. Like, you could go viral. You could go, like, just have a high following off of anything. Like literally anything you do.
Good.
You could talk about the most dumb shit in the world.
Like it just, you gotta be. There's certain people in the world that attract other people.
Yeah.
It's true.
So hang on a sec. You're gonna be a podcast host. What were you gonna do?
I don't know.
Profession that you would attempt?
What would you want to do?
Like in terms of like business, like money.
Anything. What do you want to attempt? What other profession?
Yo, that's a good question.
That's why it's on the list.
I don't know really.
What would you want to do?
Maybe something with like investments. Like seeing like how much like money could like quadruple and shit.
Get into depth, bro. Come on.
Depth?
Give me a job.
Oh,
Give me a job, bro.
Maybe even like no sucker shit, but like giving back to like the communities and shit.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
a good
like
thing.
some
It's a very
type of
good
like
thing.
not for what is it called?
Non-profit?
Not for profit,
Oh.
like charity or something.
If I am doing any occupation, I will be getting paid for it. 100%. Guaranteed.
What profession would you guys not like to do?
Fucking anything with sewage.
Waterproofing.
Anything with sewage.
That smell?
Sewage and garbage, get the fuck away from
Accounting.
Accountant.
I don't know what to do with accounting.
me.
Last question. If heaven exists, what would you guys like to hear God say when you arrive at those pearly gates?
Good job.
Yeah. Nah. I would want him to like thank me, you know.
Thank us.
Thank
I
you.
mean, like,
I don't know
not
if he would
thank-
thank
you.
give-
think you
like,
are?
give me like praise for like all the good shit I did, you know.
I would like
What about a bad stuff?
all the days I prayed,
acknowledgement then.
ask for forgiveness,
Acknowledgement.
You know what I mean?
I just would like a welcome. Hey, welcome and good job. You did pretty good out there. Like, you know.
Okay, last question, not on the list here. What's with your generation and all the llama haircuts? What is that shit?
Are you
What is that
saying?
going
Are you
on?
saying this is a llama haircut?
Have you looked at llamas lately?
Long
No.
hair,
Hey,
though.
you guys
Llamas all look like that.
They even my
Llama.
oldest son.
They
it's
all have that
Oh, like
haircut.
curly hair and shit.
The llama.
No,
What
just
the
the
cut
big
you
bushy
have?
hair just falling
You
over
guys
the
had
fro.
the perms, the fucking Jerry curls.
I don't have no
I
Jerry.
didn't have Jerry
You
curls.
guys- I didn't have no Jerry curl. My hair is just curly. I don't have a Jerry
No
curl.
Jerry curls.
Everybody wanted to be
There's
Michael
no
Jackson.
fucking Jerry curl over here. My hair is just curly
Not
naturally.
everybody wants to be like that.
There's
No,
always there's
Everybody
every generation has their style. So I guess this
The
is
girls
just-
love it, I guess.
When did it start? I don't understand when did it start.
Probably like when
Last
like,
year?
No, I think like when me and him started
yeah,
high
just
school
hair got-
around that time.
Oh, yeah,
Hair
4 or
got
5
grown.
years.
Everyone wanted the like curly, right? Everyone wanted the curly fro. Everyone wanted
Are
that.
they permanent?
Yeah, perm. Like people were getting perms.
Are you
This is
kidding?
this is natural.
His is not.
No, I
His
don't
is
doubt
natural.
it, but people actually. Well,
But, like-
mind
like-
you, our generation did it in the 70s, man.
Yeah, see.
So people were so people wanted like
Like to
the,
come back now.
You had guys in their roles, man,
Oh, yeah.
getting ready to go out, man.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like,
Your guys just were a lot.
well, I
tighter.
didn't do it.
They
I
had the
didn't do it, but the
afros
guys
and
were doing
shit,
it,
yeah.
man.
Hey, my curls are natural, man.
I don't know.
They're not-
I wake up with my hair like this, so it just what else? I can't really do
You guys
anything.
remember
to
Soul
it.
Glow? No, you guys don't remember
They don't
Soul
know.
Glow.
They don't know
No.
Soul
Like the
Glow.
fucking afros and like
Yeah, like the oil
open
and shit.
top
The oil shit.
They don't know
I
Soul
don't
Glow.
know.
They're too young
Soul
for
Glow.
that.
oil shit. Nah, I don't know.
They don't know Soul Glow.
Coming to America, Eddie Murphy, man.
Oh,
It's
Eddie
a
Murphy?
classic movie.
Oh, I know the
man.
movie. I know that movie.
When they're all sitting on the couch there, and then they stepped up from the couch, and all the residue from the Soul Glow was
It's
on
all
the
on
couch.
the coach.
Because they put all this Soul Glow, makes your hair
I
curl
do
and
know what you're talking
shiny and
about,
shit
but I
like
didn't
that.
know what it
And then
was.
the ad was, let your soul.
Soul Glow. It's a classic, man.
Soul music
Classic.
and all that shit was going on.
All right, guys, thank you so much, man. This has been a
Thanks for
pleasure.
having us.
Thank
Thank you.
anytime.
It's amazing,
Appreciate
man.
it. This
Thanks
was
for
fun.
bringing them and having this honest conversation about your generation. You guys are part of the 1%ers, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say.
I like to be
Facts.
different. I like to be
Yeah.
different.
Huge facts.
Most of your generation doesn't want to do what you guys are doing,
Not
and you
at
guys
all.
are doing really well.
Not at all. Yeah.
So keep it up.
Yes.
Keep partying.
Thank you.
Enjoy life.
Anytime you want to come have a good time, let me know.
No, I'm not hanging out. I'm gonna look like a security guard. around
That's
here.
what I
You'll
say,
come too.
guys,
You'll come
right?
too.
I
You
won't
guys
come.
can
Ever.
You guys can be old heads together.
No,
Out there look
fuck
like,
it.
out there look like
All
I'm
the
your
girls be
fucking
like, "Why is your
babysitter.
grandpa here?"
Yeah, why is your babysitter
And I'll say my
here?
grandpa wants to dance.
It ain't even pa. It's grandpa.
Grandpa, man.
No. Well, I'll see you on the job site. That's
Yeah,
what
you come
All
check us
right,
out anytime.
100%.
You already know.
Anytime, and
Anytime.
but if you come to the job site, I want to hear your best year.
Right when you walk through the door. Right when you walk
Right
through.
away.
As soon as you walk on site,
Get it
yeah.
out there.
I promise I will, man.
Oh, you have
gotta,
to.
you gotta.
Now you have
That's
to.
it. That's it. Thanks, Antonio. I
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
Thanks, guys, so
man.
much.
Thank you.
I
Thank you,
really
man.
appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
it, Angelina.